For real.
What's up, guys? I got a fly in my face. This is definitely
What's up, guys?
This is definitely the first time we've ever recorded this intro this evening. Welcome to the Three Best Phriends podcast, episode 2. This evening, we actually have all three best friends present for you, so we got a full show for you tonight.
I'm really prolonging our hanging out because I'm really doing all this problem issues that we're having just so I can hang out with you guys.
There we go.
Well, that's all right. This is about to become the episode of Breaking Bad with the Fly. So,
Sure is. I'm the fly.
Anyway,
Are we live right now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm okay with keeping all this in.
Yeah,
So,
I agree. Grassroots.
if you like this show, you know us, and you probably know how things are bound to go while recording the show.
You know what an idiot I am.
Well, no one said that.
Yeah, no, it's
A lot of my family has seen this. They know.
We have like 12 subscribers. We are on our way to 20.
Are you one of them?
Nope.
I am one of them.
Holy shit.
We'll have 13 tonight. I have forgotten to subscribe to my own podcast.
All right.
So we'll have an
Welcome
unlucky
in.
number tonight.
We talk about Philadelphia sports and shit here. So let's all start off with recapping the Eagles-Cowboys game that happened last Thursday. Such a clean, crisp game played.
The cleanest, they would say.
Beautiful game, as they call it.
Dak's undershirt was so clean after that game. But in all seriousness, I think obviously Jalen Carter spitting is the main Spitgate, as they have called it, is the main story. I think, as we've talked about, potentially, obviously he was suspended for a full game. The fine's a drop in a bucket for him. But we were,
That's a weird number too, though.
it is.
It's a
like
game check.
57. Oh, okay.
It's
That
a
makes
full game
sense.
check. He makes 57,000 plus to play a game.
Wow. Must be nice.
It's only going to go up from there, too.
Yeah, I think
Sorry.
obviously the big the topic is missing, but I think the bigger story obviously is what our defense looked like after that. I mean, Dak had way too many clean pockets for my liking. I think obviously they changed their game plan right away. Without Jalen Carter, you can run the ball with Javonte Williams whenever you want.
Which is scary because they don't have a running back. We should have been able to do something.
It's scary that Jordan Davis didn't step up because that's his whole thing is that he's a run defender. He's a nose tackle. He's a run defender. He's that, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you guys thought, but I think clearly the signing of Zadarius Smith shows that we're a little worried about our pass rush and we might miss Josh Sweat more than
He's 33 years old. He's going to do a lot for us this year.
I feel is a little like Linval Joseph, which I don't know. Sue turned out all right, but I don't know. It feels like a late addition. I don't know.
I think Jordan Davis being able to play 90% of snaps speaks a lot to his conditioning this year.
True.
I felt like every year we're coming in and like, Jordan's in the best shape of his life. He's really slimmed down. But like
They've been saying that every year after his rookie.
But I don't know if you've seen pictures of him. He's legit lost like 20, 30 pounds. So I agree that it's actually significant.
All right. Let's hope
and
that.
Assuming moving forward, he'll never have to get anywhere close to that number again. But
I hope so.
We shall see. I guess on the other side of the ball, I don't know if you guys saw a chart came out today that was like ranking quarterbacks time to pass and their average depth of target. And Jordan not only had the longest time to pass, but he also had the shortest depth of target. So, I mean, that's a whole nother book of worms we can unfold.
Yeah.
Jordan, I think, Jalen played very efficient. He took what the defense gave him.
Yep.
It's been documented that they played 100% zone.
Yep.
So I don't want to feed into the fact that he can't read his own, but he was 19 to 23. He did only throw for like 150 yards, ran for 2 touchdowns. Was really good. Looked really good when he ran the ball. I like that he was like decisive about it and then just like went where he wanted to go.
Didn't take any hits that I remember.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, no big hits.
Smart.
Yeah.
The one A.J. Brown target, I guess that was the other big talking point from this game.
Yeah, yep.
I just don't know how you can't scheme something up for your best playmaker outside of safe. Well, I mean, they're all you can say best playmaker.
Yeah, that's true. We have so many
freaking offense. It's an embarrassment of riches. But
it is.
One target, it came in the fourth quarter for 8 yards.
Fourth quarter, yeah.
Was it on a fourth down too?
It was third down.
So
maybe
third.
It might have been a third down, but it was a crucial catch and he made it. But, I don't know. I've heard reports that he was like blocking his ass off. And like, I never have any doubt that AJ is going to be, AJ. But I think, as you said, you just have to distribute the ball more evenly. I do think that it's an in-division rivalry. They saw us twice last year. And
First
I
game of the
think-
year, they didn't play any preseason snaps.
Yeah.
They didn't play together in training camp at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Like
Not
one
the
snap.
entire starting offense never took a snap together.
That's what I
in
heard. I
preseason.
didn't do any research to confirm. But it
I also saw that.
sounds correct.
Say a confident name, we'll just go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's Twitter. It's the internet. So, the big topic, I would say defensively, and obviously I'm sure Josh has plenty to say about this, but Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Ass, you mean?
Yeah, Adoree Ass.
I will never refer to him as Adoree Jackson.
If you look at the targets, the receptions, Quignon, I think allowed like 2 for like 40, something like that, or maybe a little more than that, but like fine. Coop allowed like nothing. And Adoree allowed everything.
Over 100 yards.
It was over 100 yards. I think like 8 catches or something on him. My worry is if we're playing this like umbrella kind of pseudo Tampa 2 like scheme, Adoree is our weak spot. And I don't know why we don't try Jacorian Bennett. I don't know why we don't try these guys. I mean, maybe we will this week, but
what's your thoughts on them bringing in that slot corner to work out?
I think Mike Hilton is one of the best slot corners in the league over the last few years, but that would mean moving Coop to outside corner, which I think Coop is just a football player. Like I think you could line up a middle linebacker, he'd figure it out. But I think if we're trying to get the best team out there possible, we need an outside corner. We don't need another slot corner. We have probably the best slot corner in the league. I'm a homer, but so I don't know. I don't know what you thought about that.
I just think so. If they're looking for another slot corner and thinking about moving Coop outside, I don't know if that says everything we need to know about Jacorian Bennett since they see him every day. But I also think that like we're not overreacting to anything right now. But obviously, week 1, everything you see hits harder because you waited so long for this freaking game.
No, that's true.
And like our defense at the end of last year was so much different than how the defense looked week 1. So letting Bennett fit in with the system, and then like we have a middle of the year bye week this year, so like who knows what this team looks like in like 2 months.
True.
So
it's very true.
I don't think Adoree Jackson will be taking any snaps at that point.
God, I hope not.
Adoree Ass, you mean?
Yes, Adoree Ass will not be taking any snaps. Hopefully he's not even on the team anymore.
Oh my God, they only why would
whether they bring in Mike Hilton or anyone else that remains to be seen. But like I think everyone here, we would rather have Coop stay inside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Asante Samuel Jr. is still out there. That would be nice for nostalgic reasons.
That's true.
So is Justin Simmons, right?
Both still out there. Denzel Ward just restructured his contract with the Browns, so that would be.
Why doesn't half of our starting defense not have been here for training camp? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Potentially.
But I would say, Denzel Ward would be a very good option. I don't know. Like you said, it's week 1, and our defense will look a lot different. Last year, Avonte Maddox was asking Mike Evans whether they could stream later on after he burned him for a touchdown. So, we're I guess we're a step up from that. But still, I don't know. I do think, like, it was pretty clear Avonte was washed, so Coop stepped up. So I wonder if Vic makes a similar change. Although he did announce Adoree as the starting CB2 for week 2. So we'll see. I don't think it'll be in this week, but yeah.
Just looking up snap counts real quick because
safety wise, like we all watched the game together.
Yeah.
And like we both or all of us would just randomly be like, oh, McCoop's out there.
Yeah.
Oh, Sidney Brown's out there.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem to rotate a lot of the strong safety position, like the guy that can play in the box but can also cover a little bit. Sidney and Makuba seem to be those two.
So Makuba actually got 84% of snaps.
Okay. I like that.
Brown only had 14, which is 23%.
Well, I never saw the back of his jersey chasing somebody, so I like that from Makuba. I was kind of and I'll admit it, I was not a big Makuba guy. I really wanted Eamon Worry, the kid out of South Carolina. I thought he had like all the physical traits.
It's going to be a game record.
I think so too. But I think Makuba will be solid, and I think that I think we would have had to trade up to get Eamon Worry. I believe he got taken before us, so I'm fine with Makuba. I think obviously he looked as good as you can look. Jihad Campbell looked pretty nice, dropping from pretending to pass rush all the way back into coverage in the middle of the field. He's like I don't know. He looks like a defensive end playing linebacker to me, but.
It got lost in our episode that was too echoey to post, but I thought one of the fixes for our pass rush would be whenever Nakobe Dean came back,
Jihad could switch from playing like coverage off-ball linebacker and focus more on being like an edge rusher.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even know if I want that. Like, he's running down balls 30 yards down the field.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're on the precipice of possibly being the best linebacker core we've ever had on the Eagles. And that is an overreaction to week 1, but
I don't hate it.
it's not like it's a high bar. To try
I
to
don't
beat.
hate it. And
In our lifetime.
in my lifetime,
Outside of any singular player, I can't think of like a group that's like those guys.
group wise, I can't think of it. I mean, obviously, even singular player. I mean, I don't know. Trot, Zach Bond might. I mean, it's one season, but there's somebody outside of our business right now. Just walk across. Zach Bond might be the best linebacker I've ever seen live play in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform. Trot's obviously the other. It would be the default choice. But yeah, I think we probably, again, not overreacting, but yeah. Alex Singleton.
Matthews.
What's his name? TJ Edwards.
Jordan Hicks when he was on the field. Actually, I like Jordan Hicks.
I like Jordan Hicks. I was going to say I like Jordan Hicks when he played, but the injury problem was terrible. But yeah, I don't know. I do agree that I think that Jihad Campbell looks like one of the best standing linebackers that we've seen. I hate the 30. I really hope he changes that at some point in his career so I can get a jersey because I hate 30. He looks like a fucking running back. Yeah, he looks like a 6'5" running back playing defense, however tall he is, big ass running back. But yeah, I made some brief notes. My last talking point would be that I don't think the Cowboys are going to be as easy of a W this year as I thought they were going to be. I thought the no running game would really hamper them, but I forgot that they had Javonte Williams. But I will say that obviously Jalen Carter being present will definitely change the entire tide of that, how the offensive defensive line goes, which is the game.
Miles Sanders also broke off a big run that Zach Bond outran him.
He did. And
then promptly turned the ball over to us because, this was a Penn State heavy game.
That's true. Jahan had a nice little, the deepest catch, I believe.
The most receiving yards for the Eagles.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you must be happy about that, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah, so it also got lost in our echoey episode. I said Jahan would come out and have 700 receiving yards this year. And he's currently on pace for 1,003.
Good target. Good, yeah.
But I also said 7 touchdowns. I still don't know.
We'll see all that, but I don't hate 700 yards as our wide receiver 3. I heard reports that he blocked really well, too. I didn't watch the all 22. I should.
This will be some behind the scenes editing on the fly, but I guess moving forward we'll get a Slack for this, and we'll send clips, and then we can pop them up on the screen or whatever.
You guys
did that without me.
Yeah, we had we had a Desmond Reed highlight last week.
I'm not sure if I can do that in this browser. Hopefully, I'd have to play around with it a little bit.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But Jahan, he motioned across the field and then put a linebacker on his ass.
Let's go.
And then turned upfield and kept looking for more. So that's soon to see team first approach.
That's huge.
Especially for a guy like that who's not always involved.
Yeah.
To play team first football.
And who was supposed to be a 1. I mean, he was a first round draft pick. He was, stud at Penn State. It's not easy to realize that you're not, go from being the guy on every team that you play on. Even at, Penn State, like a humongous state school, you're still the guy. And now you're just a guy. But he was a great guy.
Historically great. I don't have the numbers in front of me. But
yeah. All right. Well,
lost the internet.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess, Josh, did you have any final thoughts on the Cowboys Eagles?
It was a win, so that's cool. The rain delay really fucked everything.
Yeah, the rain. We didn't even talk about that. The rain delay was very interesting.
I feel like the offense would have been much better.
Yeah.
If the rain delay didn't.
I feel like the rain delay hit perfectly right after we got momentum.
Yeah.
Which was
we got that turnover
right after the phone.
And then it was like, hey.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Hey, calm down. Yeah.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
Quenya might push, and then the game was over.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if you guys saw the pictures of the lightning, but it was crazy by the stadium. I was like, all right, I understand the rain delay, but.
Josh, we don't have to cut this out, but making sure your mic's good because it's not lit up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It works.
All right.
Perfect.
Leave this in too.
All right. Leave it in. Leave it in.
What's not lit up? Just Oh, the lights? No,
yeah.
It was just bothering me.
Okay.
Okay.
Look, watch.
There's been so many issues tonight. I just got worried.
I was just watching it on here, and it was distracting me from the conversation. So I was like, no, we don't need to do that.
All right. So I guess transitioning, a peaceful transition.
No, it's fucked.
We're
We're gonna start
fucked.
over.
We're fucked.
Anyway,
A peaceful transition here to the Chargers-Chiefs game. We all three picked the Chiefs. We all three picked the Eagles, obviously. We're homers. We're not stupid. But we all picked the Chiefs. And
right, so.
yeah, that's true. We did get it right. But we all picked the Chiefs, and we got that one wrong. So I'll say my notes from the game were the Chiefs' rookie left tackle looked very good, but their right tackle, Juwan Taylor, is terrible. He's a turnstile, and I think I don't know. I think it greatly boosted my confidence on our pass rush when I watched their offensive line just like crumble like every play. Justin Herbert looked good. I think,
but he is
Justin Herbert always looks
the
good.
best football player ever. So.
I mean, if you only look at like advanced metrics, he's the best quarterback of all time.
He's 419-0. In
Is this real?
Situations.
Or are you just talking?
No, I'm just being
Okay.
a dickhead because Justin Herbert has all the pieces to be a great quarterback. I mean, he showed it. It wasn't great, but he showed it. I will say one of my notes was Justin Herbert's dating Madison Beer. If everybody knows who Madison Beer is, very hot model, very famous. So maybe
I should know who this is.
a little bit of you definitely should. You Google
Beer,
tonight.
like BEER?
Yeah.
Like the drink.
Yep, like the drink. But he's dating one of I think she's like a singer or something. She's just,
excuse me while I get distracted.
Yeah, she's just very attractive. So maybe my note was I think I got my swagger back a little bit. I don't know with Justin Herbert. I feel like Josh Allen.
Holy shit!
Yep. Right. Yeah. So that's every straight normal person.
Why is he doing football? He should just be doing other stuff.
That's how he got Madison Beer. But I think
he's done now.
Yeah, exactly. He's
reached the pinnacle.
Check. Yeah, he's reached the pinnacle. So my note was I think I got my swagger back a little bit. I think I know it's maybe overstated, but Josh Allen dating Haley Steinfeld won an MVP. I don't know. I think maybe Herbert, I don't know, a little bit of confidence boost. I don't know. I like Herbert this year. Looked mobile.
We know Jalen Hurts is mobile, so it makes you feel good about next week.
Yeah.
Distributed the ball really well. He had 8 different people catch a pass.
Damn. Including Quentin Johnston. Yeah.
5 for 2 touchdowns. What happened?
Wide receiver 1.
Keenan Allen came back and thought it was 2005.
Oh, touchdown,
68 yards.
I graduated high school in 2005, so yeah.
I don't know if he was actually in the league. I was just going for it.
Oh,
doubt it, but yeah. Well, 20 years, definitely doubt it, but yeah. 2015, but yeah, no. Keenan Allen looked nice, caught a touchdown. 8 targets is very nice. I think I was surprised that a Jim Harbaugh offense, John, one of the two. Jim. I was right. I was confused, but a Jim Harbaugh offense was not run centric, and they looked good. So I was very surprised by that. But I don't know. I mean, you got J.K. Dobbins, so I would throw the ball for sure, unless you want him to tear his Achilles. But yeah, I don't know. They look good. I think I'm not super worried about the Chiefs next week, but it's always the Chiefs. As Pat McAfee show says, the Chiefs is the Chiefs. So who knows? But I think, I don't know, it may be a little more confident.
I don't think they really have a running game. I think their first 3 rushing plays was one was Pacheco, one was Xavier Worthy, who last I saw, I don't even think he's going to play this week.
Not gonna play. Yeah,
and then they brought. I love Kareem Hunt.
Yeah,
that dude does not belong on the
football
field.
No, he does not anymore.
And he was there in the early game in the middle of the field, not even a goal line.
Yeah,
back, just carrying the rock. So
yeah.
The Chiefs are going to be in a weird spot where they just think Patrick Mahomes' arm talent can overcome any other issues they have. And, obviously it did not for this game. And he did not look – he didn't have a bad game, but he didn't look like Patrick Mahomes down there. So
he has no weapons other than Travis Kelce, and he's old.
And I think the issue –
Hollywood balled out, but how often is that going to happen? Juju Smith's going to be good until his knee swells up again.
No.
I think Andy Reid's reverting back to his old days as a Philadelphia Eagles coach when they had
calling 3 timeouts in the third quarter. Calling 3 timeouts in the third quarter.
Well, that's it.
I will say one thing that I saw, and I forget. I should give credit to whatever podcast I was watching, but they were talking about how Mahomes. Yeah, sorry to whoever, but
this is the only podcast.
Yeah, exactly. This is the only podcast that ever has existed ever. But they were talking about how Mahomes with Tyreek Hill was a lot of like deep bomb and then like little dink and dunk throws and running the ball. And obviously Andy Reid has always been able to run the ball well. Westbrook, McCoy, we all know. So their offense last week was a lot of these dink and dunk throws, but they'd catch and fall down versus like catching it, Travis Kelce, a little shake and bake, 20 yards, whatever. I think if you can't run the ball, you can't dink and dunk throw, so you're just deep bombing it pretty much every time or trying to give it to Travis, who is, as you said, like an old man ready to get married and become a whatever. You didn't say this, but getting ready to become just like a shill for whatever company pays him. I think I don't know. I think the experiment might be a little over at this point, and they can retool. But Rashee Rice being out is huge.
I mean, he'll be back though.
I just feel like, all right, so let's fast forward 6 weeks. Let's say Xavier Worthy's back. Let's say Rashee Rice is back.
Yep.
You have 3 Ferraris.
Yep.
Who I don't. Xavier Worthy is okay at running routes, but I don't think any of them are like crisp route runners.
No.
So they're going to stretch the field.
Yep.
And you have Juju and Travis who are going to just like be your dunk.
Dink and dunk, yeah.
Guys.
Yeah.
So who wants to watch that offense?
Not me. A 7-year-old Travis Kelce and Juju
I'm glad it's happening.
Smith-Schuster.
It's making me happy.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a dynasty. Like, this is the remnants of the dynasty. But their defense is still very solid, I will say. But outside of that, I'm not. The Chiefs are less of my worry. We'll see this week, though. It still is Patrick Mahomes and
the Bills, though.
The Bills look.
That game was insane.
Bills look nice. Yeah, the Bills look very nice, and the Ravens also. I mean,
we still beat them. Jair looks cooked.
That's true.
Crazy.
Which is crazy, but I mean, the corners, you never know. It's like
they fall off a cliff like that.
They do.
Look at Bradbury.
Yeah, look at. I mean,
he went from All Pro or second team All Pro to nothing.
Richard Sherman. I mean, all these guys are like the best in the league, and then they're just
Sherman ended his career in San Francisco,
and he was terrible, at least from the snaps that I saw. But yeah, I don't know. I think it was an interesting game. I think people are looking a little too into it about being like it's over for the Chiefs, but I think they have to retool.
It's week 1.
Yeah, it's week 1, but I do think it was a very good sign for us. But obviously they're in the AFC. So moving back to the NFC, and I'm going to go to my man John for if he's ready for first comments on this one, the Buccaneers-Falcons game.
I was going to say I was the only one who picked Tampa Bay to win this game, but I guess
Josh did. I was the only one that picked the Falcons. Yeah, I picked Atlanta.
I don't even think that I can't even gloat about how well Baker Mayfield played because Michael Penix Jr. outplayed the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did.
He just looked so
Michael
good.
Penix
He almost
great.
pulled that up. Like if that receiver looked up in the end zone, caught that fucking ball.
Yes.
Game over.
Would have done it.
Yep. I think they both looked really good. I think they're both going to be 7-8 win teams that we're going to maybe see in the wild card. If we're, obviously knock on wood, we're 1 seed, but potentially see in the wild card. I think both offenses are really scary, especially at full health. Getting Chris Godwin back is he's no slouch. I think obviously
we'll see Tampa Bay in a couple weeks, which is always so much fun.
Always so much fun. I have that penciled in as a loss on my prediction
Tampa?
for the Eagles.
You don't think they're going to get Tampa? They're due for one.
We go down to Tampa and we never do. I don't know what it is. There's just like the air of I don't know what it is.
We beat them in 23. That one game.
Did we? Interesting.
So.
Well, as you guys Google, I'll talk for a second. The big story for me and for John as well, I would imagine. Obviously, Penix played really well. That's a big story. But Emeka Egbuka being so good, I think was a big thing for me. I think there's an interesting thing.
Beat them 25-11.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I had forgotten that.
But then in the playoffs, is when it mattered in the playoffs.
They lost. Yeah.
They destroyed our assholes.
Who was starting for was it Jalen?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was Jalen.
All right.
It was Jalen and Baker. I think that was when Brian Johnson was like, hey, we're throwing the ball, it's not working, so we're just going to run it with DeAndre Swift and whoever else we had that year.
Lamade Zaccheaus had a 34-yard touchdown.
I remember that.
There we go. St. Joe's. That was the St. Joe's prep game, I guess, with Swift and Zaccheaus.
Forced to safety.
Oh my God.
So you know it's good. Go
Yeah, I don't
there.
remember this game if Nick Morrow did anything good in that game.
I think it was the only thing he did that whole year.
Ever. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if it's the Baker Mayfield effect, but I do think like Egbuka looked insane. I think obviously Tampa Bay is just always going to be a thorn on our side for whatever reason. Their defense is always good. Well, I guess maybe not good in that game, 25-11, but that was a very different Buccaneers regime.
I wasn't able to watch this game before we recorded, but I was shocked that leading rusher of the game was Tyler Algier with 24 yards. I mean, Bijan did all. Bijan.
Bijan.
Is that
Bijan.
it? Is that the thing now?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
Bijan instead of
Because after I got all of his Dijon deals, it's like, it's actually not Bijan, it's just Bijan.
Bijan.
Bijan had like 100 receiving yards, so he did all of his
Yeah.
through the air. So
That's fine. Good for
He's
him.
the Falcons wide receiver one. But yeah, no,
Isn't
their
Paul
offense.
Mooney their wide receiver one?
Darnell Mooney, but
Sure.
they have
Drake London.
London. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about that guy.
Yeah. No,
I always
don't
get him
know.
and Chris Olave mixed up, but I don't
Well,
know why.
Booth, very injury
Oh
prone.
my God. Did you see Spencer Rattler got Olave fucking
Yep.
destroyed again? Why is he not wearing a Guardian helmet?
Why is
Like,
Olave
Also, why is he still
still
playing
in the
football?
league, dude? I'm
Wear a Guardian helmet, dude.
dude. I know.
I mean, I think maybe the Dolphins should trade for him. Be a great
That's
team.
true. Add another concussion prone 150-pound guy. But no, Olave is a wide receiver one. If he could ever get on the fucking field, it's crazy. And since Ohio State, he's like 160 pounds soaking wet, but he just gets smacked, and it's always hospital balls. I don't know.
We go from Derek Carr to Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, that's
so-
true. That's true. And your Ohio State quarterbacks are
Poor Kellen Moore has
They're good at
dog
college.
shit quarterbacks to choose from.
Plus,
Kelly
they wore
Moe.
those dog shit uniforms this
that's
week.
true.
I mean, I thought they were pretty cool.
Oh.
Not really.
Oh,
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm on the
Man.
dog shit. Yeah, I hated them. But we do have to talk about that game at some point. But transitioning to the next game on our slate.
Oh, yes. Can we
have-
please talk about this game? Because it fucked me in fantasy.
Which game?
Cincy.
Yeah. Nope. So the Bengals barely beat the Browns.
And they
It's a
played
good
Joe
thing-
Burrow
it's a
the
good
whole
thing
fucking
all the
preseason so he
starters
wouldn't look
played
like shit. Sorry for yelling over you.
You're good.
Sorry.
No,
Same
it's
thing.
fair.
You got outpassed by Joe Flacco. That happens every day to everybody, you know?
Joe Burrow, whoever is his PR team, that guy, they need a medal. Joe Burrow has evaded this all the weapons, no production talk. When he went to a Super Bowl, Jalen went to a Super Bowl. Jalen then subsequently won a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl
He went
MVP.
back and won it.
And Joe
Spoiler
Burrow.
alert. Jalen Hurts threw for more yards than Joe Burrow this week.
Yep. Joe Burrow continually avoids any sort of talk of being having Jamar Chase is pretty much his whole career. I mean, he was
T.
fine his rookie
Higgins
year.
and
T.
the other one.
Higgins. They had Tyler Boyd for a little bit. Went to a great school. They had who's their tight end for a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Who was that
And a
guy?
guy, Tyler Eifert for a little, but then it was
Somebody else good.
My man Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki for a year. But before Gesicki, there was a guy. Either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The Bengals have
Go
had
ahead, guys.
the Bengals have had guys for years. And I don't know. I think honestly, the Bengals defense didn't look as bad. I don't know if you watched the game, but the Bengals defense did
No,
not look
but
that bad.
I saw like highlights or low.
I mean, it's the Browns offense, but
That's
the Bengals defense did not look bad. I will say division games are rough, but at the same time, I think the Ravens might go 6-0 in division.
Yeah. I can see that.
Think about the
CJ
Bengals.
Uzomah was probably still
Ozama,
there.
yeah.
We had him for a
At the end
second.
of his career.
Eagles had him for
We
a
did.
second.
I think he got a ring last year.
He did, I believe so. He was I think he was our tight end 3 behind Calcaterra and Goddard. But
Because Alberto was on the practice squad.
yeah,
That's where he belongs, apparently. I don't know why.
I know he was just going crazy for somebody in a preseason game.
I didn't see that. But yeah, I think I don't know. Bengals Browns. The Bengals are going to their defense look better than what I thought, but I don't think they're going to do anything this year. And the Browns aren't going to do anything. But good for them for hanging tough with the Bengals. Flacco's still doing it.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know how. From the area, local boy, so Philly fan growing up.
He's a year older than me. That's crazy.
And he's out there with guys that are 5 years younger than
You
me.
out there, Josh.
Okay. You must be an idiot.
One of us can be out there.
Yeah, John could be out there.
No.
You could be the next Kevin Curtis, man.
Shout out. But yeah, I don't know if you guys had any more thoughts on the Bengals Browns. Their defense looked better than
No, but
their
can we
thought.
talk about Indy because that makes my dick hard? Sorry, YouTube.
Time to go to Indy. I would say probably for one of us outside of the Eagles game, maybe our favorite game of the week, I would say. My only notes for this game, I have 2 notes before you guys go. 3. One, the Colts' weapons are pretty fun when you have someone that can deliver the ball to them, especially when you have a good tight end. 2, I'm petitioning to start calling Danny Dimes Indianapolis Jones instead of Indiana Jones.
I mean, that's a good one.
I'll allow it.
There's a Trailer Park Boys reference in there as well, but he's,
Fuck that show.
well, high IQ show, but
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. But Indiana Jones is already taken, so I like Indianapolis Jones. But my third take was, man, the Giants are fucking bad. They're so bad.
Daniel Jones looked like
Daniel
a competent
Jones looked
quarterback.
Competent, very competent.
Almost good.
Almost good. I'll never say good, but I will
I won't
say
say
good
that
if he
yet.
is good, but
It's
not
one
yet.
game.
But he looked competent, and I just feel like there was no panic in his face that those like huge, scary, big whatever eyes that he would do when he was like overwhelmed.
I think
just
that's
feel
what
like that was
happens
not-
when you stand behind the Giants' offensive line.
Exactly. So those are my 3 takes. I don't know what you thought, but basically,
So I just think it's funny that Anthony Richardson, who like everyone had issues with like playing time coming into the NFL, and then it's like I like Michael Pittman Jr.
Yep.
Was not a thing when Anthony Richardson was starting, and like he should be. He's a great route runner. He's a big body. He would just throw the ball up to him.
He's a good wide receiver.
He
Great wide
is.
receiver. Was like invisible when Anthony Richardson was starting.
Yep.
Daniel Jones comes in and he's like, looks like a one again. And although I would argue that Tyler Warren is his first target, he had more targets than Michael Pittman. Obviously, he's going to sit at a safer spot of the field for Daniel Jones to get the ball to. And then Warren also had a rushing attempt. So, like, this is the all-around weapon, man.
He's going to throw something. He's going to throw at some point.
He
will
will.
throw at some
He
point.
will having a passing attempt, especially with Shane Steichen. He will absolutely have a passing attempt this season, and we will definitely talk about it when he does.
Probably more than Anthony Richardson.
That
I hope.
What a shit pick that's turned out to be.
Yes, it has. It's almost like if you don't play that often in high school and college, it doesn't matter how tall you are and how quick you run.
Also,
How big your arm is.
Yeah, it's almost like
maybe you shouldn't be a top first-round pick or a first-round pick at all.
it sounds like the
He's
way
a
that
fifth-round flyer. Like, let's see if we can turn this guy into something.
so the way that the
Well,
league,
Shador.
the way that the league treated Lamar Jackson, taking him 32nd overall, is how they should have treated Anthony Richardson, like a late first. Well, even obviously that's hindsight, whatever. That would have been a bad pick either way, but it should have been like a late first, early second, like kind of like Tyler Shuck, like project guy, whatever. But
I bet you
fourth overall,
Shane's thought process was like, oh, I just had Jalen Hurts, and now I'm coming over here. I want a quarterback that I can
and he's
turn into
3
that.
inches taller, better arm, better feet, but he can't play
Stronger arm.
football. So it's like can't actually between the lines when it actually matters. He can't do it. So
Between
that's
the lines, between the ears.
yeah, between the years probably.
Remember when he's like, I'm tired. I
Yeah.
can't play the
Yeah,
rest
check
of this.
yourself out of the game.
So
You're a
I-
fucking NFL
I've
quarterback.
never seen a quarterback do that.
I watched the Pat McAfee show that day, and I've never seen Pat McAfee ever be negative towards a player like that way. And he was like, "What the?" Like he didn't. Oh, he did curse a little bit. He's like, "What the? What the fuck are we doing?" And then the subsequent interview of like when they're like, "What happened?" And he's like, "Or how are you feeling out there?" And he's like, "Man, tired. I was just tired, man. Had to tap out." The fuck? Like it? I don't know. The last point that I will say with that game, unless anybody had anything else to go off of that, I think the McDaniels experiment is pretty much over. I think you need to be able to run the fucking ball, and the Dolphins are terrible. And I think when you have like, it's cool that you have this guy that's like scheming up cool little whatever. But
Yeah, I
like,
weirdly stuck up for him earlier before this season started.
I liked him. I think he's funny. I think he's like whatever. Seems like a nice guy. I don't know. There was a clip from one of the Rex Ryan, I think, is like on NFL Network, and he called him Nerd Boy, quote unquote. And I was like, well, that's kind of accurate. Like you have to run the ball eventually. So I don't know if that experiment's
Mike
over.
McDaniels is Dan Soder's best friend. I think that's why I was.
No, that's fair. Yeah, shout out Dan Soder, but Philly area
Yo, come on the pod.
Yeah, Philly area comic. Shout out Dan Soder, but yeah, I don't know. I'm sad. They went to high school together, I think, but I'm sad to see, or not sad to see, but I was excited by the Mike McDaniel era, and it's I think it's over.
I'm pretty well. Yeah, like I'm putting money. It's the best odds right now. First coach to get fired this season is Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
The thing that sucks for the Dolphins is the whole scheme was built around Tua, and then Tua got paid because he was the only quarterback that could run the system. But then it turned out if you took away Tua's first read, he didn't know what the hell to do in the back end of the play. So like, it's just all around embarrassment of like evaluating what you have.
Yeah.
And I'm also shocked that Tyreek Hill is staying around for this bullshit. Like at the end of last season, I thought he was done.
Yeah, I know.
And now that's a whole nother issue. They're looking at a new assault allegations. We'll see where that goes.
There's always that with Tyreek
Not going to be
Hill.
good for Tyreek Hill or that organization.
There seems to be always that with Tyreek Hill is the off the field stuff and the stupid interview stuff. I also thought he was getting moved. I honestly thought back to Kansas City.
I mean, that would work. That would make sense.
That would make sense for both teams.
everybody.
Yeah, for both teams, give them like a second round pick, third round pick next year. But I don't know. I think the Dolphins experiment, okay, we get all these flashy players, like Devin Etienne, whatever, however you say his fucking name, like Bijan. I think he was like a good burst guy, but it's like you need those 3-yard carries that Saquon gives us, or that Jalen gives us, or
Without dying.
Yeah, exactly.
Or your quarterback.
Yeah, you can't weigh 150 pounds and run a guy up the middle that weighs 150 pounds. You have to have a guy that is a running back, and not just like a little whatever third down running back pass catching guy. But yeah, I don't know. I think as fun as splash plays are, we'll see what happens with McDaniels. I think he'll be a great offensive coordinator wherever he ends up.
Some college.
Or could be a head coach for a college. Probably head coach, yeah. Although college is,
Worst
I don't
nightmare is
know.
going to be that he goes to Oregon and then I have to see him play Penn State every year.
Yeah, if that happens, good. Well, then they're not getting rid of Dan Lanning.
That's true.
Yeah, so maybe, although there are a lot of nightmares in Michigan. There are a lot of nightmares. I don't know. There are a lot of teams that need coaches, but to be seen. Yeah, that's fair. Ryan Day. We talk about that for a long time, but moving on, I guess, to the next game. I don't know if you guys had any more thoughts on Colts.
No, all I can say is I remember I did change your mind on who you were going to pick for that game.
You absolutely did. I
said
the
if
Dolphins.
Daniel Jones starts, they're going to win.
Yep. I had the Dolphins, and as soon as you started talking, I was like, yeah, I don't know. I like McDaniels. I really want to like, I guess I want to like McDaniels, but I don't see it. Or McDaniels, whatever it is, but I don't see it. Obviously, and that's an easy thing to say now, but yeah, Josh, credit to Josh, switched my opinion on that one. I had picked the Dolphins, but
You're welcome.
yeah, thank you for that, sir. I think Tyler Warren, Offensive Player of the Year candidate. I think Egbuka
Now
and
you're
him.
just sucking on John's dick right now.
No, I genuinely Egbuka and him. Those are my my picks right now. I have Egbuka at 1 and Warren at 2.
So you have more catches. Who has more catches by the end of the year?
That's a big thing. Well, and rushes and whatever. Who has more touches? I feel like is a big thing.
More all-purpose.
Yeah, more all-purpose yards is a big thing. Speaking of another good rookie that could win Rookie of the Year, the game that I believe I was the only one that picked the Raiders for, Raiders-Patriots. So my big reason for picking the Raiders, and big Chris Long fan here will like this, I saw Chris Long talking about how Geno is so much better in a dome. They did not play in a dome this week. But Geno is so much better in a dome than he is outdoors. So full disclosure, I picked Geno in my late round fantasy draft. I think he could be a boomer bust guy. I think he has not seen an offense like what he currently has with Bowers and Genty. But for this game, it looked like two bad teams, but one looked like a tough out, and the other looked like Vrabel has not established his culture yet, in my opinion.
I mean, Gino almost threw for 400 yards in this game. Their first touchdown was like way too easy play action.
Yeah.
Who scored his escape?
Jacoby
Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker. Oh, God.
A 25 to 26-yard crossing route. He's wide open in the end zone. I was like, oh, okay.
Yep.
So this isn't like a tough nose
Vrabel
team yet. So
yeah, I agree.
I don't even know that they have the pieces in place, but at least they paid Milton Williams all that money to just be up front.
To be a
Did he do anything?
Not that I saw.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No. That is a big thing. I think that Vrabel has to establish a culture, but we'll see if that happens. He established it in Tennessee, clearly. But Drake May was another point that I had from this game. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch this game. It was not a great game to watch, but I looked back at Drake May. Drake May held on to a lot of passes that I was like, throw it. And he just held, and he kept holding. And would just throw it away. I think it might be a sophomore slump. I don't know. I think people were very quick to anoint Drake May as better than Caleb Williams after last year, and I didn't see anything that made me think either one of them is a franchise guy. So I don't really know. I don't know. This didn't help my.
Still waiting on both.
Yeah, it's still very much waiting on
after
both.
Monday night's game, I'm out on Caleb Williams.
That's fair. I'm still very much waiting on both. I think Drake May has all the physical tools, but I just didn't see it this game. The interception was whatever, but he held on to so many passes where I was like, throw it, like try it. I don't know. And he's a sophomore. He's not trying
Just
it now.
do it.
Yeah. Like you're on the Patriots. You're not expected to win 10 games. Throw the ball. I don't know. I don't know. I think I worry he has all the physical talents, but I don't know if he has the mental, whatever, in between the years. So that was my last New England take. But I don't know. I think Vrabel has to establish a culture. Clearly, Dan Campbell established his culture. It took him a year. I think Kellen Moore is going to get a 2-year at least grace period to establish his culture because that team is god awful. So I think Vrabel should get a nice little year grace period. But I think he does have to establish like Milton Williams is a good starting point. But you let
But I guess also really, unless ownership wants Drake May to be the guy, if like the next year or two it looks like he's not the guy.
Yeah.
Like I think every head coach should have the chance to like
draft a guy.
Yeah,
I agree. I 100% agree, and I did forget that was not a Vrabel pick. So I think that could be
Who was
could
their
benefit
coach last year?
Gerard Mayo.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it was not great. Speaking of, if we're talking about coaches that might have to wait to draft their guy, Cardinals Saints game.
I'm an asshole in this one. I picked New Orleans.
You did pick New Orleans just to be an
asshole.
Honestly, Saints looked not bad. That might be more of a compared to what I thought they would be. That would be more of a statement on where the Cardinals are at than where the Saints are at. But I thought that they would be a lot worse than that. I don't know. What did you think, Saints Cardinals?
like these are two bad teams.
True.
And someone had to win the game. Every year, people want to like buy back into Kyler Murray, and then you hear reports that he goes like out to practice and he's like, I don't feel like running today. Bro, that's like your biggest upside that you have.
That's
your
you.
ability to run.
That's you.
Like, what are we doing? And then it might be too early in his career with Kyler Murray throwing the ball. I'm starting to worry that maybe Marvin Harrison Jr. is just like really good and not the like all-time receiving prospect that I thought he was coming out of college last year.
Yeah.
But again, maybe it's a system fit. Maybe if he gets out of there, maybe
look who's throwing on the ball.
Yeah. So there's a lot of factors there. He's still 5 catches for 71 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Kyler was pretty efficient with the ball, 21 for 29, but only for like 163. So all you people who want to anoint him over Jalen Hurts too, like that's the same fucking numbers.
I would love to talk to somebody that wants to anoint Kyler Murray over Jalen Hurts. I agree with you. My number one takeaway from this is that Kyler gets no flack for being a very mid number one pick. I don't really understand how people are more critical of Bryce Young than Kyler Murray. And Kyler Murray's been in the league for 10 years, something like that.
Has it been 10 years already?
Feels like it.
He was the year after Josh Rosen, so
21 or 20, like 7 years now at this point. I don't know.
Still too old to be this.
Yeah,
bad.
way too old to be this middle of the road. So it's funny that you said you didn't see it from MHJ. I noted one of my notes was that I think
2019 he came in.
okay, so almost 10.
6.
No, yeah, 6 years. Okay, so not 10 years, but
It's
still.
28, bro. Gotta stop playing
Yeah.
Call of Duty sometime.
That's true. I'm 27 and I stopped a while ago, but I still play Madden. So I guess he plays Madden in
I
real
still play
life.
college football 25, not even the new one.
Yeah.
I let
Kyler,
my franchise or my dynasty go.
yeah, Temple. But Kyler gets no flack for being a streamer that is one of the franchise's quarterbacks. I slightly disagree. I think MHJ had a hell of a game if Kyler is his quarterback. I don't see it as a pure the Andrew Luck level prospect for wide receiver that he was. I don't see that, but I think he did well considering Kyler's his quarterback. I will say Will Johnson looked really good. He went to a terrible school, but the corner out of Michigan, he's a rookie. I think they got him in the second round because of injury issues. He looked very good. So that was definitely a thing. But I don't know. I don't think Jonathan Gannon will last just because of Kyler Murray, and maybe he gets.
He's never going to.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking gut him. Maybe he gets to draft his own guy, going off of the Kellen Moore. He's starting Spencer Rattler. That's clearly not his goal. Maybe he will get to draft a guy, but I don't really see that ever changing. Although they have picked good guys. As I said, I think Will Johnson will be a stud in the league, and I think Harrison will be a wide receiver one. Maybe not the 99 over Justin Jefferson, but he'll be up there.
Right, like not to belabor the Marvin Harrison point, but he's not. And I don't even think DeAndre Hopkins was that highly touted when he came out. But it didn't matter who was throwing the ball in Houston.
Yeah,
DeAndre Hopkins was catching everything.
No, I don't think he's that. I don't think he's Larry Fitzgerald. I don't think he's DeAndre Hopkins. I don't think he's who else has had shit quarterbacks and continue to succeed. Josh Gordon. I don't think he's one of those guys. Yeah, but I do think that he is a potential wide receiver 1 or 2. I don't know. I thought he looked good in his separation, but I just think that it's Kyler Murray, and I don't know. James Conner's still doing it. Shout out Pitt, still fucking balling. Yeah. I don't know how, but yeah, still out there, still balling. Do we think Rattler will get sat soon? I don't know if you guys saw the game, but he did not.
For who though?
Tyler Shuck, maybe.
Isn't he hurt?
He is hurt. But I don't know. I mean, anything's better than Spencer fucking Rattler. Who's their 3? I don't even know who their third quarterback would be. But along those lines, I think Kellen Moore gets a huge grace period.
Jake Hayner.
He was a few years ago, a mid-round draft pick. I think he's been on the team for a few years.
Why doesn't Kellen Moore just go out there and do it?
Yeah, seriously. Let Kelly Moe
like Mighty
suit
Duck
up.
style, man.
Yeah. Tom Brady, owner, quarterback, coach. But that's what he was trying to do with the Raiders. But I think Kellen Moore will get a grace period, I hope, because I think Kellen Moore could be a good
I
head
can't
coach
see
somewhere.
how he doesn't.
Yeah, I think the owner would be an idiot.
I don't know, just look when he got. I think we had this conversation a long time ago before the podcast was ever talked about. It just seemed like a sacrificial job to take. Someone needs to be the coach in the meantime.
Yeah.
And you have no cap room, you have no draft capital. How long do you give a guy room to do anything there?
Yeah.
Which you got the aging Alvin Kamara as your best player.
Yep. Yeah.
There's no
Good luck.
chance.
Yeah, good luck with that.
You're probably going to get a new general manager, new head coach the same year.
Yep.
Is probably how they're going to roll things.
Probably.
Goes down.
And Mickey Loomis has been their general manager for 10 years and been against the cap, $40 million over the cap for 6 years. I think the thing with New Orleans, from what I've heard, is they're a very like homegrown organization. They don't like they haven't moved on from Mickey Loomis because like that's our guy, whatever. But I think Kellen Moore deserves another general manager, deserves whatever. I hope he doesn't get just steamrolled in the transition period. But I don't know. Who knows? Shouldn't have taken that job. Should have stayed here and won another
Shouldn't have
fucking
taken
ring.
that job.
Yeah, they took our jabs. Yeah, so I don't know. Should have won a second ring, man.
And then we're all in agreement in the next game here, the Pitt game.
Oh yeah. I think we all picked the.
Sorry, I didn't really
Steelers.
have anything to say
No,
about
no,
that.
okay.
It was a shit game. Who cares?
Yeah, it was. I mean, Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns.
MVP Aaron Rodgers, MVP betting frontrunner.
That's
Aaron Rodgers.
crazy.
Did you see him at his press conference? He's like, "I'm so glad that everybody lost. Everybody on the bet. I beat everybody on the Jets or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Something like that. Who cares? Fuck me."
So I have a lot of Steeler friends, and they're all like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers," like because I always am like, I don't like the guy. He's so, pardon my French, but he's so douchey. I don't like the guy. And all my friends are like, "Oh, Cam Hayward likes him. Oh, blah, 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 likes him." I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know. I good for Aaron Rodgers. I think he will throw for 4,500 yards, 4,000 yards, something around there. I think he'll throw for like 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, but they're not going to do shit. I don't really think that offensive line has anything. They have so many young players. Like Broderick Jones was bad last year, and they're expecting him to take a jump. And then Faltano is supposed to be your left guy or right, whatever, whichever tackle. Like, I don't know. I just don't see it.
It was a fun game.
A very fun game.
Else feels about Justin Fields, but this defense got torched by Justin Fields.
And
you just revamped it by trading for Jalen Ramsey and signing Darius Slay.
Well, you said it right there.
Got Joey Porter Jr. in there.
So I know you're a big Joey Porter Jr. guy. I don't know what any of those guys have shown last year to prove that any of those 3 corners are a corner one.
Now, definitely not now.
I don't even last year. I can't pick a game.
Ramsey's their one right now.
Yeah, Ramsey is their one. Slay obviously did well in the best defense. Well, towards the end of the year, the best defense in the NFL. I don't understand how so many Steelers fans are like, "Oh, we have 3 ones." I like Joey Porter coming out of college. I don't think he's shown that he's a 1 at all.
Probably a 2.
Probably a 2.
Not quick enough to play the slot.
No. And Slay is washed, old, all the comments that we have. And Jalen Ramsey is like very good. Like, I don't know. He'd be a great slot corner, good, like very good tackler. But I don't know.
He's old as shit too. They have 2 starting old ass corners.
He is. And I don't know. As you said, Justin Fields just torched their defense. So we have a Steelers fan, one of our favorite, I'll say, one of our favorite regulars is a big Steelers fan. And I was talking to him today, and he was like, if Justin Fields does that to your defense, what is Josh Allen going to do? What is Lamar Jackson going to do? What is X player? And as a Steelers fan, he was like, I don't know. All we've had for years is defense, and now we're switching to like we're good at offense, but I don't know. So we'll see. I think the Jets will be an annoying team to play. If we had to play them, I doubt they're making the Super Bowl, but
especially on that turf.
Yeah, but that's true too. But I think the Jets are an annoying team to play. I think Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson are both very good. I think the Steelers have to worry about their defense and their offensive line, mainly their offensive line, in my opinion. I think the defense will catch up, but I don't know. What do you think, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
What about Justin Fields?
He played well.
He did.
But like again, you said they have a shit ass defense, which I didn't.
Well,
I don't
on
know.
paper they have a great defense, and that's the worry. Is like if Justin Fields looks like a good player, I don't know. But
It was cool to see Justin Fields do well.
I'm a big Justin Fields guy. I think he was the best player on that Bears team a few years ago when he would run for like 100 fucking yards a
He
game.
had nothing around him. They
But-
gave him Chase Claypool.
I'm a big Justin Fields guy. I'm not a big Justin Fields playing quarterback in the NFL guy. I think he's a very good athlete. Just leave it at that. I don't know. I'm not one to be like running back, but I don't know. I've never seen a deep ball from Justin Fields where I'm like, wow, quarterback right there. Outside of Ohio State. At Ohio State, yeah. But that's, College. Yeah, college is so different. In the NFL, I've never seen a deep ball from Justin Fields where I'm like, man, look at that. And I've seen every other, like all the other people that people are like running back. I've seen a great, Jalen Hurts has a great deep ball. Lamar Jackson has a great deep ball.
Justin does have a great deep ball.
Does. Justin Fields, I don't know.
16 for 22 for a touchdown. Also ran 12 times for 48 yards and 2 touchdowns. Sacked once. You just paid TJ Watt a ton of money.
Yep.
To get home
against the Jets offensive line.
Offensive line.
Yeah, who's their left tackle? They have Elijah Vera Tucker, but he's hurt all the time. He's a guard, so I don't know who they even have at tackle. Morgan Moses, or no, he's a Patriot.
Don't they have a rookie tackle?
They may. Oh, they have your guy actually, Penn State. What's his name? Last year, rookie.
At the Jets.
I think he was their left tackle pick. Penn State rookie last year, tackle. You remember what I'm talking about? Long name.
Was he a rookie last year or this year?
Last year, I think, because Rodgers was there when they drafted him. You know what I'm talking about, right? What's his name? I could be wrong, but I think I'm like 99%. Yeah. What's his name? Olu. Yeah. Oluwanu. So that, I believe, is their starting left tackle. I mean, he's a first-round pick, so but I don't know. I think overall the point is like if TJ Watt is being paid that much money and he's not getting home, he's not a good run defender. I mean, he's a fine run defender. He's league average, but you have Keanu Benton, I guess, on your front line. You have Highsmith is really good. What's his name? The brother of one of our old OGs. Herbig is good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nick instead of Nate Herbig is a very good edge rusher.
Nate retired.
Nate did retire. He retired a Steeler last year. But yeah, I don't know. I agree. I think that the Steelers defense, especially, I mean, if it is Fashanu and he could be a stud. He looked like a stud. So maybe that's what it was, but I don't know. Overall, weird game. I'll say that. All right. What are we at time-wise? Like an hour and a half?
No.
Oh.
57 minutes.
Okay, not bad. Am I going
no,
too long?
you're fine. But it's 57 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're just going through
We are
We're
working
going to go for 2 hours.
Yes, we are.
Judging off of.
Do you want me to speed it up? We could definitely.
Can we at least get a couple pod beers going?
Oh yeah. We'll grab a beer. We can edit this part out right now because I also look. You have to pay. Do you want another one, John?
I think there's a pause button. Let's see. Pause.
Sorry, I'm very. That's all.
And that's the craziest time I ever had in Vegas.
Oh man, what the hell happened, guys? We're in a whole different spot.
And I woke up the next morning and I was like, "Where am I? This isn't Pakistan anymore."
We were at which game?
So we were at
We finished Pitt.
Yeah, we finished Steelers Jets. Well, Pittsburgh. I would like to finish that one there.
Pittsburgh, sorry.
Pittsburgh. But the Steelers, as they say. We finished them. They might finish themselves once it comes to actually playing a good team. But
as Aaron Rodgers is known to do, he finishes it. He's a self-sucker.
No, I would not be surprised if he had a rib removed. But removed. But moving on to the next game. Probably the most important game for us outside of the Eagles-Cowboys was the Commanders-Giants. I don't know, John, if you had any thoughts on your boy. He looked pretty good.
Jane Daniels, I think, looked pretty good against a pretty stout defense. I think the biggest thing, which is nice for me because I took chances on him in fantasy, is the resurgence of Deebo Samuel reunited with Cliff Kingsbury.
Yep.
Ton of usage. I think he had the highest target count on the team. Terry obviously had his hold in or whatever they're calling it, and might take a little time to get back with the offense. Jaden did miss him on a easy long touchdown pass if the ball was just like a yard shorter.
I did see that.
He would have had a really good game.
Yep.
I guess if you go to the other side of the ball, I think they already announced that he's going to be the week 2 starter. I don't know that you can start Russell Wilson in a NFL game anymore.
Yeah.
Looked terrible.
Yep.
Held on the ball way too long.
Yep.
You have Malik Neighbors at least throw the ball in his direction.
Yeah.
He's looked like shit on 3 different teams in 3 different years.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think honestly, the last year with the Broncos, he had the terrible year, obviously, and I took him in fantasy, which was not great. But then he had
Let's
Let's
ride.
ride. He had a solid or a fine year for Sean Payton, and then obviously Sean Payton wanted to have a real quarterback back there. My thought with the Giants is, and what I marked it as is already imploding. I saw a report that Brian Daboll has approached ownership about starting Jackson Dart. And for me, it's like, okay, Russell Wilson, as you said, probably shouldn't start another game, I would say, if you're trying to compete. But are you trying?
Jameis.
Yeah, Jameis Winston, 1, true. 2, are you trying to compete?
Doesn't look like it.
You're not going. I mean, you have a great defensive line, but like if you start Jackson Dart right now and he loses his confidence because he's playing for the Giants, then you lost another first-round guy that has promise. So Jameis Winston, I don't understand why you don't give Jameis a
He's
start.
just going to go out and ball. He's going to throw a lot of interceptions, but he's going to keep you in games.
He'll keep you in games.
He's not like Russell Wilson can.
He is not. He will keep Malik Neighbors happy because he will target the shit out of Malik Neighbors because he will throw the fucking ball.
Yep. Make up for the pick sixes.
Yes, exactly. So why not just start Jameis, call it a wash, let it go. But I think Abdul Carter looked really good from what I saw. It's the Commanders' offensive line, but he hit somebody, and I believe he blocked a punt that I missed that.
It's going to be really exciting when he's in Kelly Green.
That's true.
You keep saying that.
No, I agree. True. He was at the Super Bowl in a custom Eagles jersey.
4 years.
You know who else hit somebody hard in that game? Scattaboo.
That's true.
That was pretty
Scattaboo.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's going to have the worst post-football life of any player ever. He leads with his head in every situation. He's going to be so concussed. So I hope he has a thick skull. I'll just say that because he leads with his head in every blocking and running rep, which I don't know.
Arizona State, so I'm going to guess he does not have.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's not very he might have a thick skull, but he's not very the brain power is not going to be lost if he went to Arizona State. But so I don't know. Overall, I think the Commanders could be scary this year, but I don't trust them against us. I think we look good.
So we got 5 more games of the week left.
5 more games. John, do you
want
to
through it real quick?
Start off Jaguars-Panthers? That was kind of a weird game.
All right, yeah, Jaguars-Panthers. This is another game that had a really long rain delay in the middle of the second quarter.
Yep.
I guess my biggest surprise is I thought Bryce Young was going to build off all the momentum and growth he showed at the end of last season.
Same.
And he looked fucking terrible.
We all picked Carolina.
Yeah, we all picked Carolina.
I got him a stud wide receiver in the league. I'm really high on Ted McMillan.
Me too.
Big body. I think he's just going to do everything Bryce Young needs that he did not have last year.
I agree.
In any shape or form.
Yep.
And you just thought that he would take that next step, having like a true one, and just didn't. Chuba Hubbard can run against this defensive line.
Yeah.
And I don't think the Jaguars have the stoutest defense either. So I think Carolina is in a really bad spot and maybe the worst team in the league all year. Not to go on overreactions again on week 1, but everything on paper looks bad.
I don't think anything you said about Carolina is an overreaction.
I will say maybe the one overreaction would be worst team in the league because the Saints are terrible, but they're both terrible.
They're going to be battling each other for
core ownership.
Yeah.
It's just constant throughout both franchises.
It's true. And David Tepper is a Pitt grad. I went to school in Tepper Hall a few times. I went to classes there. But the guy just throws money at people that don't seem to work out. He dumped beer on fans when he was losing. I mean, he just seems like kind of a bitch outside of going to a good school.
If you just look at all the money and resources they wasted on running backs the last 2-3 years, they have no plan.
They drafted Jonathan Brooks. I haven't seen Jonathan Brooks.
Injuries.
Injury.
Towards ACL last year.
They signed Miles Sanders.
Signed Miles Sanders, huge deal, and then they paid Chuba Hubbard at the end of last year.
Yeah.
Just based off of his performance.
So I agree. It seems like throwing money at nobody in particular. Very excited for Brian Thomas Jr. I think he'll have a really good year. It was the battle of the former number ones, and I think overall, as you said, Carolina might be the worst team in the NFL this year, which I thought they were going to take a step. I was a big Carolina guy this offseason. I took Leggett in both my leagues late because I thought maybe whatever, but no. I think Bryce Young had Adam Thielen as a safety net, and that's gone. So
I know we're trying to move quick, but do you have any concerns because you brought Brian Thomas Jr. and he didn't have the best first game of the season?
Yeah.
I
Trevor
do.
Lawrence does not look great.
He doesn't.
A lot of Brian Thomas Jr.'s greatness last year with Mac Jones.
That's true. I do have concerns about that. I think Brian Thomas is a 1. I
think he's the guy.
Yeah.
But
no, it's true.
I am also concerned because he's on my fantasy team.
They're definitely going to force feed Travis Hunter.
Oh yeah,
targets
at least.
Because of the story.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, no, I do have concerns about that. I don't think Trevor's the guy. I think we'll see. Maybe I would love to be proven wrong this year, but yeah, no, I do have concerns about that a lot. I don't know. I don't, as we were talking about before, I don't know if Brian Thomas is that DeAndre Hopkins overcome having Brock Osweiler throwing him the ball, but I do think Brian Thomas is a 1. I don't know.
This is another new organization that didn't draft this guy. So.
Yeah, true. Very true. Yeah, we'll definitely see. And Arch Manning he didn't look great, but there are a lot of prospects in this draft. This is a very big quarterback year with Aller and all these guys, Klubnik, Manning potentially. So
is Allard supposed to be good?
NFL, yeah. NFL prospect wise, definitely big.
Better than Zach Mills?
Dude, colleges were salivating over his size and his arm strength.
He's
in middle school.
6'5",
kind of like Hackenberg, right?
Big arm, yeah. Well, no, he's mobile.
He's bigger than Hackenberg
he's
too,
bigger and more mobile.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, Aller built.
So I like in Penn State locker room, big things.
That's fair. Aller fits that Josh Allen mold that everybody's looking for. So we'll see. But yeah, moving on. Broncos Titans.
Who didn't see that coming?
Yeah, everybody saw that coming.
Shocking game about how bad Bo Nix played.
Yeah.
2 interceptions, only 176 yards.
Yeah,
Tennessee defense, that's not really that scary.
No, it's not scary. And yeah.
Quarterback.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Tennessee's offensive line looks like shit though.
Tennessee's offensive line is probably the worst offensive line in the league. They were the worst last year. They had I forget who that guy is at their left tackle, but he was the worst graded player I think in the entire NFL. But yeah, no, I think Tennessee is going to be a dumpster fire. Tennessee might be the worst team in the league. They're competing with Carolina and New Orleans.
You're pro Cam Ward though.
I'm pro Cam Ward. I think so what I put for my notes about Cam Ward is I think Cam Ward is in for a long season, but didn't make any major mistakes against a good defense. I think we'll see with Tennessee. It's hard. Sam Darnold, I could have been pro Sam Darnold, and then you go to the Jets and then you go to the Vikings. Who knows? But I will say I'm pro Cam Ward. I think that he could be up. I think he should be, provided the right opportunity, a solid start in the NFL, but I don't know. That was my only notes. I think Bo Nix didn't look good, but I think RJ Harvey and Troy Franklin are fun, both young guys. But yeah, Bo Nix did not look good, which I was not.
RJ Harvey, bigger quads than anyone in our running back.
Yeah, somehow,
which humongous.
Holy shit. Yeah, guy's a monster. Moving on to a interesting game, the 49ers-Seahawks game. My notes were that the 49ers injury issues will be apparent. I thought that the Seahawks did not use Sam Darnold the way that the Vikings did, but he still looked fine.
If you want to keep vamping, I got to find this Ben Solak.
Yeah, that's fine. And I think, I don't know. I think Jackson Smith and Jigba look like a wide receiver 1 for the first time that I've seen.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Because I think we had that conversation.
We did. Week. So John and I, for full disclosure, had a conversation about whether JSN is a 1 or not. And I will say I'm a little, I'm a little biased. I'm a little pro Ohio State, but I was like, I don't know. We'll see. And in my estimation, he proved that he's a 1. Obviously it's 1 week, so who knows, but if Sam Darnold's throwing you the ball and you have that type of production, I'm pretty happy with it. I think that he was overshadowed by targets to DK and Tyler Lockett, and I think he'll have a heck of a year. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Vikings used Darnold differently than what the Seahawks did. I don't know what your thoughts on it are, but who do we pick for this game?
I picked Seattle.
Oh, okay.
I was the only one.
Okay.
I don't know. I thought the Sam Darnold magic would carry over.
Yeah. No,
he didn't look bad.
No, he didn't look bad. And I honestly, of all the games where I was 50-50, this was one of them where I like the Seahawks, what they're building. To me, the Seahawks and the Cardinals are a little similar, not only because they're in the same division, but they're building something with a defensive head coach, but I don't know how far that'll get them. They have good pieces. I think Tariq Woolen is a good piece. Kobe Bryant, not the OG, but the other Kobe Bryant is solid. I don't know. I think that they have pieces. I worry about the longevity, but Mike McDonald, second year, we'll see. I don't know. He was a very good defensive coordinator, but we'll see how it works as a head coach.
Ben Select tweet for the 49ers. Update out of San Francisco. Nobody has any legs or hands or internal organs or skin. Will be reevaluated later this week.
Yeah.
But what's Purdy looking at? A thumb injury?
Kittle
hamstring. They already said he's out.
Who's their backup
probably
QB?
6 weeks. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Honestly, Josh Johnson.
They're already down to like their third and fourth wide receiver.
They do. I forget who they're. Oh, it's Mac Jones. I'm pretty sure it's Mac Jones. Mac Jones is there too. So I guess maybe they can trade for Brian Thomas Jr. But no, I don't know. I think that they're kind of dead in the water if Purdy's out and Kittle's out. I don't know. I think that Kyle Shanahan would have lost his job a few years ago if Brock Purdy had not worked out. And I think that we're kind of seeing the aftermath of paying your 7th round quarterback a lot of money, who's is solid, but I don't really think he's a guy. And I think if you pay him top end money.
I didn't watch this game. How did McCaffrey do?
I mean, he did well. I think he had a touchdown. He had 15 carries, something like that. Like he actually.
He wound up around 70 yards.
Yeah, he had it wasn't
22 carries for 69 yards.
Oh,
hell yeah!
So that's a lot. Yeah, good.
9
number.
catches for 73.
Oh yeah. So he had a very good year, or very good year, very good game. 30 targets.
Sad receiving line. Ricky Purcell 7 targets, caught 4 for 108. McCaffrey 10 targets. Then you go down to Kyle Juszczyk 2 targets. Kittle only had 4. Jawan Jennings 5. Jake Tongs 3. It's gonna be a long.
What a wide receiver room they have. Holy shit!
What's their weird rivalry jerseys for the faithful?
Oh yeah.
Have fun this year, faithful.
Yeah, have fun. Have fun, 49ers fans. All right. Well,
we all blew the next game.
Yeah.
Detroit.
Yeah, we all blew the next game.
Green Bay, Detroit. Green Bay looks scary.
Green Bay look really scary.
Detroit looks very
beatable.
Regular.
Yeah, very regular. I wonder how much the coordinators' loss will be a big thing.
A lot.
Seems like it through week 1. Seems like a lot. I wonder if Jahmyr Gibbs is definitely a very, very good NFL player, but I wonder if he's more like the top of the league running back. I wonder if that's more scheme.
Him and Montgomery couldn't get anything going.
Not
good for us. Our offensive line is way better than Detroit's, but.
So I will say the biggest loss, I think, for the Lions outside of the coordinators is Frank Ragnow retired, and people aren't talking about that. That was their center. That was since Jason Kelce, that was the best center in the league. And once Kelce left, I would say Ragnow took over, and they lost him just to a rant. Like he had been injured, really heavily injured, and he retired about July, 2 months before the season. So I think that's huge. I think
also scary and personally not surprised. Michael looked fucking great.
Yeah,
yes.
45% of the snaps, had a sack, had multiple pressures on important plays. I think he looked very scary.
And closed 15 yards between him and Goff. And
so when the game started, he wasn't out there much. So I was like, oh, they're not really going to use him today.
Yeah.
And then he's just
game wrecking. But that's just what Micah does, I think. And
good job,
thank
Gary
God
Jones.
we only have to play them once every 2 years instead of twice every year.
And then potentially playoffs.
Yeah,
it's going to be a playoff thing.
I think so.
We better get back here just because we haven't had a chance to talk about it. If the Eagles would have offered their reported, 3-1s,
Isaiah Rodgers,
2 and a 5,
Parsons, yeah,
and then a player, I think a player
was Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah,
before he left.
Oh no, because we had lost Isaiah by the time.
Yeah, Isaiah was gone.
I brought up Isaiah because I thought you were going to say we should have signed him.
No, we should have.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I'll look up the report.
No, it was a player, multiple first, and then a few second or thirds.
Yeah, I don't think they mentioned the player that was
no, it probably would be Jalen Hunt.
You think?
I think
or
so.
You don't think it would be Jordan Davis?
Maybe. But Jordan Davis's contract's expiring. Jalen Hunt is on a rookie deal. That would be my
good
only.
point.
I guess it could be Jordan Davis because they traded for Kenny Clark, so that would be who it would be. But I don't know.
That's a lot to give up, though, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy. I think that we need to. Micah Parsons is the best, maybe the best defender in the NFL. Definitely the best
Pass rusher.
Best
pass rusher.
Myles Garrett and him. Yeah,
Okay.
like around there.
I forget about Myles
Yeah.
because he's on the Cleveland.
But yeah, that's fair. But
2 firsts, a third, a fifth, and other considerations is what this is showing.
There was a player mentioned. But
I heard a player was mentioned.
They
I don't know.
Didn't specify who.
Personally, and I know John will probably disagree with this. Personally, I'm happy to with what we have. I think our pass rush does not look great, but I think giving up all of what we, our future for Micah would be, he would be.
But like John said in that text
all-time,
thread,
but-
it would be a fun 2 years.
Oh my God, would it be?
So I guess just at
Domination.
how we were watching the Phillies in their window right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would be in cap hell in 3 years.
Yeah.
If that trade would have went through. You're young enough at defense and you're locked up enough in offense that those draft picks don't really matter now.
Yeah.
But they will.
So for 2 years, you go really hard at 2 more championships. Because who knows when that happens again. And I know the whole goal is the general manager is to there's no windows. It's just constant competition. But
no, they're windows. I will say, as a devil advocate, whatever. I mean, we have to pay Jalen Carter at some point. I don't know when he's up.
They're going to have to pay him this year or next year. I mean.
So yeah, I will say as another, I think Micah Parsons. Okay. I think Micah Parsons is, again, like I said, one of the best, if not the best defensive player in the league. I would say Surtain right now is one, but they're all up there. Parsons, Garrett, Surtain. I would say personally, late first round picks don't matter, but we have Howie Roseman. Jihad Campbell was just a late first round.
He looks like a dude, man.
With Howie, I'm happy, and obviously we're not going to get a Micah in the late first round, or even aggregate over 2 late first rounds. But I think I trust Howie, and I very much think Jihad Campbell, offer him a max as soon as he decides that he doesn't want to be a Giant anymore. But I don't know. I think Micah would have been amazing, but I'm happy with how it worked out for us. I think the Cowboys got worse. I think those will be late first round picks, and yeah, Kenny Clark is
realistically.
fun.
I think you both heard me say that we didn't have the capital to trade, and I don't want to deal with paying him and then you're going to have to pay Quinion and Coop the same year.
Yeah,
and that's going to be the year after Jalen Carter.
And if Jalen Hunt is a guy, you have to pay him the same year as Quinion and Coop.
And if Nolan Smith ends up being somebody,
Smith, he's the same year as.
Do we pay Nakobe?
I don't.
I guess we'll see how he comes back.
Yeah, we'll see what
But
happens.
also, you got Jihad Campbell now.
Yeah, Campbell, and you got
and you got Trotter.
Vaughn locked up.
And you got Trotter. He's cheaper.
Yeah. Trotter's deal might be expiring. His rookie deal might be expiring soon. So
We just got him. We just drafted him last year. So he's 4 years.
drafted Trotter last year.
Yeah.
Damn. Where have I been? I thought he was 3 years ago.
No, he was last year. I didn't mean to laugh at you like that. But
No.
Wait,
so he won a Super Bowl as a rookie?
Yeah.
Where the fuck was I? I thought he was a 2-year player. But anyway,
we drafted him.
Not important for the
We
podcast.
drafted him in the 5th round last year after
fuck,
Howie
man?
was doing all his wheeling and dealings. And
To me, that feels like 3 years ago, but who knows? That's my own weird stuff.
Time, man.
Yeah, time flies.
time's a hell of a thing.
Time flies when you're winning Super Bowls. Or Super Bowl. Moving on to
2024.
yeah. Damn,
Round 5.
I don't know where I was. I took a head wound. I got a concussion. I'm still drinking. But Rams Texans game.
What a terrible game.
Yeah, what a
Inside joke.
terrible game. Yeah, very much inside joke. Rams Texans game was closer than I thought it would have been.
Houston has no offensive line.
Yeah,
Or the Rams defense is very scary.
Yeah, I believe in both, and that's why I was surprised it wasn't more of a beatdown, because I think the Rams defensive line is very scary. I think the douchebag Verse is very good. I think Braden Fisk is very good. I think they have Kobe Turner, one of those guys, very good as well. But yeah, I don't know. The Texans' offensive line is going to be horrible, and I think Stroud will regress because of that, even with Nico Collins and whoever else.
And they lost Texans great John Mechie Jr. or John Mechie III.
The third. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of a wide receiver and an offensive tackle when it seemed to be that those were their issue position. I guess they got rid of multiple. They
What
lost
offensive
Diggs,
tackle did they get rid of?
Laramie Tunsil to the Commanders.
I thought you were talking about Kenyon Green, but he sucks.
Nah, they got rid of him too.
He was ass.
Diggs went to New England. They still have Tank Dell though.
I think we all.
He's still on
He's
the top,
hurt.
right?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's all 120 pounds of Tank Dell. Is still hurt.
Joe Mixon might not play this year, and they got my boy Nick Chubb back there.
True.
On my fantasy team.
And his
he's going to die behind that offensive line as well.
Knee that's been stable back together.
17 times.
Oh, so he's like another Corral Buckholder.
He got hurt so bad in college that they thought it was going to be career ending.
Oh. He made a nice career for himself after that.
Very nice career. Did you watch the injury last year on the Browns?
No.
Ooh. Oh God. I'm like pretty good on like Gore. That one, it was his kneecap. His kneecap, yeah. You say Frank Reich?
Frank Gore.
Frank Gore.
So I think me and you picked the Rams to win that game.
Okay, I think so.
But
we'll have to go back and say.
We won't go do that, but you can tell us in the comments if we said that.
Exactly. Or I maybe I'll go back and say.
Who did I pick?
You picked Houston. That's what's circled here anyway.
Good.
You're the winner of that one, John.
Which is surprising to me that you picked Houston. When I looked at that, I was like, John picked Houston? Because I know you're not high on CJ Stroud, and I don't know.
There's been like so many reports about how bad Stafford's body.
True.
Was.
Yeah, there were. Yeah, people were saying that they were posting fake photos of him on a practice field because he was like dying at a trainer room somewhere.
You think he's going to make it after this year?
No, I think this is his last year. Yeah, I think this is the year.
He's an old man.
He is. He's a Hall of Famer in my eyes. A Super Bowl champion.
I mean, he won a Super Bowl, so yeah.
And like all time, probably I would imagine top 8 all time yards.
He's got to be up there somewhere.
Yeah.
He had Megatron for like the beginning chunk of his career.
That's true. Golden Tate.
The Golden Boy.
The Golden Boy. Moving on to two potential Hall of Famer quarterbacks. Speaking of what people called the game of the year that I unfortunately missed. The Bills-Ravens game.
Fuck that game.
2 MVPs. Will either one of them get a Super Bowl? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
This year or ever?
This year.
Yeah. I think
Lamar ever. Josh Allen might get.
Oh, see, I'm opposite. I think Harbaugh, because he has that experience, might eventually get them there. I like McDermott. He went to a local high school.
Lamar can't perform in the playoffs.
That's true, but
Josh Allen's gotten
closer for sure.
Especially like
recently.
Yeah.
The Chiefs.
The only thing that hurts Josh Allen is he's playing the Chiefs all the time, and the refs are like, "Oh, it's so off Patrick Mahomes."
That's true, and I don't know if that's the only thing, but that is true. That is one of the things, and I will say, if I don't know, I would love to be proven wrong, but I don't think Allen had I think this year Ravens Bills, if that's the AFC Championship, has Lamar ever made an AFC Championship? No. See, I don't know. I see Lamar, but I'm a Lamar guy. I like Lamar.
I like Lamar too, but you're blowing 40-25 lead in
true.
this game.
No, that's very true.
In the third quarter?
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, you're a 40-25 with 11:42 to go.
Very true.
You lose that game.
That's very true.
With Derrick Henry. I know he fumbled, but
talk about that punch out. Gee, good shit from what's his name? I forget who that was, but he punched that shit out. Transitioning to a quarterback who was able to do it for 3 quarters and then kind of choked in the fourth. Our last game on Monday Night Football, we have the Vikings-Bears, where it looked like Caleb Williams looked good for the first half.
Yeah.
And then it seems like from what I saw someone cut together Caleb Williams as a front runner versus Caleb Williams when he's losing. And just the facial expression difference, he's pouting when he loses. I mean, you saw at Oklahoma, at USC, when he would lose games, he'd be crying on the sideline, making these, exasperated faces. And yeah, I don't know. JJ McCarthy looked like the opposite.
I think.
Which I'm not sold on either.
Caleb started the game 9 for 9.
Yep.
And even watching that, I wasn't
he's playing really well.
Yeah.
I was surprised at how athletic he was because he avoided a ton of sacks.
Yeah.
And then like running, he just looked good.
Yes.
But like quarterback decision wise, he's still not there.
Yeah.
And like if you want to talk about weapons, he's got DJ Moore, he's got Roma Dunze in his second year.
Yep.
And then usually, I forget what the stat is, but guys, rookie wide receivers drafted in the top 10 to get 100 targets, like elevate that sophomore year. So like Roma Dunze should be doing that this year.
Mm-hmm.
And DJ Moore, I think, already is an established guy. Maybe not a 1, maybe more like a 1A, high 2.
Yeah.
I agree.
So he has the weapons. DeAndre Swift looked good in this.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did,
He looked
actually.
really good. He
So
looked really good.
I left PJ's at halftime. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the perfect time to leave. And I got home and what the fuck happened?
Yeah, yeah.
And also, fuck Aaron Jones.
Aaron
and
Jones happened.
that bullshit touchdown
Dude,
that fucked my
Aaron
fantasy.
McCarthy
fucking
and his
Jones
rushing touchdown.
happened. Aaron fucking Jones happened. That was what Aaron Jones might be wide receiver 3 on that
I
team
would
right
have
now.
won
Or
that
wide
game.
receiver 2.
My fucking fantasy bullshit if that touchdown catch didn't happen.
But yeah, I'm not sold on McCarthy. I know he had that cool gardener or I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. Pretty cool quote. Jalen Hurts is definitely upset that he didn't think of that first. Pretty cool quote. But like, I'm not sold on him. I'm also very biased, and he's such a douche, and he went to a terrible school. So
What school do you go to?
Michigan. So that school up north. So I don't know. I think the division will be interesting. Maybe not in a good way. I don't know. But this didn't look. I mean, their defense. Brian Flores. I'm always a Brian Flores guy. Their defense. What's his name? They have Van Ginkel, and then they have on the other end they have Jonathan Grenard. Very good edge rush. You have a good middle of the defense. I don't know. We'll see. But I think Aaron Jones is a dual threat monster. I think.
What she said.
Yeah. Yes. He plays for both teams. But
Sorry, Aaron
Andrew.
Jones. These teams put 60 minutes of tape down that I think they could beat with how Green Bay looks.
I agree. And I even think that Detroit, despite getting dog walked on Sunday, would potentially dog walk the Bears.
That's for the Bears.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Should be very good games. Yeah. So that wraps up our weekly wrap up, even though it took us 2 hours to wrap that up.
An hour and 26
Hour
minutes.
and 26 minutes, hour and a half.
We
all
might
right?
have to tighten this up for episode.
We will have to tighten up for
have
episode
to
3.
Hammer through Philly stuff or just make picks for next week's NFL slate?
Let's do Phillies.
Let's do Philly. Yeah.
And then we'll hammer through the picks.
Yes,
that
we
shouldn't
will.
take that long.
That should. Yeah, we should just go quick. No talk on that.
All right, so transitioning over to our Philadelphia Phillies. I don't know how much you guys talked about this last week. I didn't listen to the whole pod. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Nobody did.
I just
It happened.
subscribed.
Nobody does.
I can see the numbers.
5-star rating and leave
There we
a thumbs up.
I could see the numbers.
Download, don't listen. So since the beginning of last week, the Phillies have won a series against the Brewers, which is great because they got swept the last time they faced Milwaukee.
Words.
They won a series against the Marlins in Miami, which
Hell yeah.
they should have swept them, but
True.
series
Can't win 'em all.
series wins. And when I typed up
division.
these notes, we had already split the series with the Mets, but we wound up winning tonight 11-3, so they were going to win that series too. Honestly, we've looked way better. We looked better being bad in New York than New York just looked in Philadelphia, if that makes sense. And I didn't think that was possible because we played so bad against the Mets in New York
Yeah.
that I was concerned about running into them in the playoffs. But after this series, I don't know. There is some, I don't know if you guys have seen this going around, people think that the Mets are cheating at home somehow because their home road splits are ridiculous. Their
You think there's some trash can shit going on?
differential,
Bang, bang, bang.
their run differential is insane, home versus away. And like we've scored all right, so we had the 1-0 game.
Yep.
With Aaron Nola pitching a great outing.
Yeah.
So good that Vic Fangio brought up in his press conference to start the
Saw
day.
that.
True. Shout out Vic, real Philly
Yeah,
fan.
he went 6 innings, only gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, no runs, 7 strikeouts.
That was the biggest culprit of us winning that series was because Noah looked like a pitcher.
But then you came back and you scored 9 runs the next day, 11 runs tonight.
Yep.
We're on track to be a high seed in this postseason. So if New York has to come to us,
Yeah.
Ready? Lock it in. High
There we go.
seed.
High
Lock
seed.
it in.
Lock
Josh's
it in.
lock of the year.
I'll throw some negativity in this, though. We are
Yeah.
dealing with Trey Turner, who
Yeah.
was kind of about to have a say to be like an MVP candidate with the way he's been playing.
I agree. He's been on fucking fire.
I mean, obviously his defensive woes continue, but still leading the league in national league in hits.
Yep.
Obviously, you lose that speed, the base running, all that with him out. They do say he's going to be back before the postseason.
That's what they say.
He missed 6 weeks last year for a hamstring injury. So I don't know. Like, he came back on fire from that. So I guess just how worried are we about Trey Turner missing time?
He's just too fast. His hamstrings can't keep up. But no, in all seriousness, I am worried about it. I think, as you said, he's a defensive liability, obviously, and he's been worse. We looked at it statistically this year than obviously he ever was with the Nationals, and he was about the same with the Dodgers. But I don't know. I'm not really worried about the base running aspect of it. I feel like we're such a it's as shitty as it sounds, but we don't really, outside of tonight, we don't really like string together hits as often as I'd like. So I less worry about base running. But I don't know. I think it'll be a huge loss to not have Trey. I mean, I don't know who's going to be our starting shortstop if we don't have Trey.
Edmundo.
Yeah.
Imagine either Edmundo,
Sosa. Yeah.
Or like tonight they moved Stott to shortstop.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, he's a Golden Glove. You put him probably anywhere and he'll be fine. Don't put him at first, obviously, but put him anywhere where he can make a play and he'll be fine. But bitches love Sosa, and I'm bitches. I love Sosa, but I don't really know if I love him as a long-term starter, obviously. And he's a very electric. He's a spark plug batter.
Yeah, he can be a spark plug, especially.
Yeah.
Momentum is everything in October.
Yeah, and he's a momentum guy. I feel like he has that kind of calm vibe. I don't know. It's like a Ranger thing where he's either very much on or I don't know. That calm, presence. But
another nice thing that's been picking up the offense recently is
Harrison Bader.
Yeah, if you ignore the fact that Castellanos exists, the whole rest of the outfield platoon has been on fire.
Bader has looked nasty.
I was so mad about the Bader trade.
Yeah.
After it happened, because he started off pretty poorly.
Yes, he did. I think he had an error.
And I was like, it's another Austin Hearns.
Yep.
Fuck this.
Yep.
We always do this bullshit.
Yep.
And now,
dude, Austin Hayes will save you. You're good.
Fuck.
I'm just saying.
Austin Hayes. Who's Austin Hearns? He's somebody, right?
Alan Hearns, wide receiver, Jags a few years ago. Was he?
My ass.
No,
I've been calling him Austin Hearns for like a year and a half. So.
But yeah, much different than Austin Hayes, for sure.
Austin Hayes. He was, to me, that's what it was going to be. I was like, we got this another mid-level bullshit guy. We're going to try to make him be something. He's not.
Nothing burger.
He's like, we did that with Marsh. He was supposed to be like, we'll turn him into a hitter. And Bader can hit the ball, obviously. So.
Bader looks great. Fielding.
On fire.
Yeah. I mean, he got thrown out the other day, but
he's a master.
Yeah. You could say he is a master Bader.
He's had some pretty masterful home run robberies.
Sure has.
The last month.
He's masterfully baited people into hitting home runs at him, or not so much home runs, but
you get the point.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah. Kepler looks good too.
Bader 10 hits over the last 7 games with a double, 2 home runs, and 4 RBIs. That doesn't even count tonight. He had 2 more hits with 5 at bats. Marsh has been on fire as well.
I know, that's surprising.
10 hits in his last 5 games, 3 doubles, a home run, and 4 RBIs. Pretty sure he added like 3 more RBIs tonight.
Yeah, where's this guy been?
No, I'm sorry, 3 hits with 2 RBIs.
Damn, don't be sorry. That's pretty good
Kepler, too. The more shit you talk about him, the more he rises from the ashes.
Let's keep talking shit. I hate that fucking guy. Just kidding.
5 hits in his last 5 games, a double, home run, 2 RBIs. Tonight, big night for the German in right field. 3 hits, 5 RBIs, 1 home run. I mean, I don't know if these guys can keep it up through October, but fuck you, Max Kepler. You suck.
Yeah, I know. I agree.
You don't deserve to be on a big league field.
Yeah, exactly. I've talked so much shit about Max Kepler, and I was so happy tonight and over the last week, really. But I've talked a lot of shit about Max Kepler, and I stand by it. Until he does in the playoffs, I'll stand by it. But, yeah, I don't know. Our outfield looks good outside of Castellanos. I think I talked about with a friend of the podcast that I think sometimes I feel like Castellanos decides before he's walking out of the dugout whether he's going to swing at the first pitch or not, regardless of what's happening.
The answer is always yes.
Yeah.
It's always, I'm just going to swing at this.
And it's golfing.
Is it low and outside? I'm going to swing at it.
Always low and outside. It's a yes, and it's a whiff as hard as possible. But, yeah, that is really all my thoughts. I don't know. Yeah. I'm cautiously optimistic. I think that it's interesting to think about this Mets cheating thing. That's very interesting. I don't really know. I mean, we'll see.
I'll come back next week with stats. But it's a thing that's been floating around.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of very unrelated, but the stuff with Steve Ballmer and the Clippers. So I'm very in on my sports controversies right now and conspiracies. But
we should do something with that next week.
Yeah, we should. I would love to talk about it. I could definitely go on and on about it. It's crazy, and I think the FBI is investigating, so it'll be an ongoing thing for months. But yeah.
So I guess my last question with the Phillies before we move on. Give me your 3 starters, postseason starters right now. Knowing that Rob's can either go left, right, left, or right, left, right.
Damn, you're really putting us on the spot. Do you have 3 to start off?
All right, so I think it's not going to be popular with you, but I think it's got to be Sanchez, your lefty, Nola would be your righty.
That's what it's going to be.
There's just too much history. He's performed too well in like the big spots. And then
what?
I agree.
He's performed
spots.
He's performed well in the big spots.
Keep talking. Go ahead.
And then your last left is going to be Ranger. I mean, he's coming off a 10 strikeout performance yesterday. Before that, it would have been him either way. The only other argument I've had with people is if you don't trust Nola, you have to go Taijuan Walker. And I guess
you would go Taijuan over Luzardo?
Well, no, that would be that's how I would handle that. It would be a bullpen game, quote unquote, and you would start with Taijuan, and however long it takes him to get through the lineup for the first time, you pull him, and then you put Luzardo in. And then kind of same thing.
Yeah, they both have
2 times.
They both have the same issue. Once the lineup sees them,
and then you throw long relievers or whatever inning situation we're looking at there.
So you went with Sanchez, Nola, and then who's your third?
Ranger.
That's
probably
what I would go.
I would go as much as I don't. Everybody knows my hatred for Nola.
So I'll hop in here. Playoff statistic wise, this is just according to StatMuse. Aaron Nola has a 5-4 record in the playoffs with an ERA of 4.02. So that's fine. 58 strikeouts, and this is in 10 appearances. So I think I don't know. I mean, he has a win percentage of over 50% or over 500, obviously. I don't know. I would agree. I think you have to go Sanchez, Nola, Ranger. I think Taijuan Walker is not obviously an option. And Luzardo.
They're paying Taijuan and Walker so much money.
Well,
to be nothing.
Yeah.
But that seems to happen in baseball more than a lot of sports.
Baseball money is kind of fake money because they don't have a salary cap. But
seems like it.
Yeah, but I will say I don't know. I think Luzardo doesn't. I liked your thought of maybe long reliever game for Ranger if he doesn't have it, but I don't like the idea of having Luzardo out there.
I like any playoff game. Give me Ranger, and he's not the best pitcher ever, but every time he's
so cool.
Yes,
I don't know what happens.
Hits to him.
No danger. No danger ever for Ranger.
I like the way you're saying that. I don't know how to take it, but it's true.
But yeah, no, I like that as our 3. So I guess transitioning to our probably last topic would be at this point, we're probably working on almost 2.
138. We're about where we were last week when we said we're going to cut this down.
That's not terrible. Yeah, exactly.
You did it.
Yep. So, John, I don't know if you wanted to talk about the Phillies anymore, but if not, we can transition on to college football for our last point. I don't know what you're thinking.
And before you do that,
are
there any basketball or hockey things that either of you want to say?
Good point.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I agree. I think I said it on the I gave my season or my brief season preview, but yeah, not yet.
Just thought I'd put it out there before we
will be releasing some basketball and hockey takes soon, but
Curtis has an idea for his own solo
potentially
basketball.
We'll say it'll
get
0 views aside from my mom, but maybe one. So
we'll put it on the channel. We'll have at least 11 views.
There we go. We got 11 views, but so
over 13 actually.
Yeah, there we go. So
if you subscribe,
13. There we go.
You're the one man. You're the odd man out.
I am. So yeah. So please don't click off. Even though my voice sounds terrible, I promise there'll be a point to my Sixers podcast or whatever it is, monologue, whatever it turns out to be.
Okay.
But yeah, moving on to college football for our last and final wrap up, I would say. If you wanted to start with Penn State, sir.
All right, so Penn State, we continue our preseason last week playing the FIU Panthers. I do find it a little concerning that so far we've played Nevada and we've played FIU. So far, Franklin's 0-2 versus the spread. The spreads have been pretty astronomical. We are number 2 team in the country. Whether that's warranted or not, we will see. But yeah, Nevada, the spread was like 48 points. Anyone I talked to, I said, take Nevada with the points. FIU, the spread was 41.5 points. I was like, take FIU with the points. This game was 10-0 at halftime. And Drew Aller, I mean, I love the kid, but he's not looking crisp on these games where, like, they should just be dominating. Especially last week, you look around the league, Ohio State put up like 70 on Grambling State. Just everyone trouncing everyone. That's what these teams get paid to do. They get paid to show up, get shit on.
That's right. They get paid now.
So, yeah, Aller was like 19 for 33, 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. He threw, again, we need the clips. He threw an awesome touchdown to Devontae Ross, who was like, drew the defensive pass interference, definitely warranted, caught the ball with one hand. And then they go back to Aller, and he just goes, he caught that. Like, have confidence in your throw and your receiver that he's going to catch that ball. And, like, this is, like, just adding on the concerns with Aller, where earlier in the year he's like, we have to start beating ranked teams. Well, yeah, man. You were, like, it's not a colloquial thing, but we were the Final Four of football last year. You got to beat ranked teams.
That's true.
And, like, we haven't beat Ohio State since 2016. You have to do that this year.
I think it's about time you do that, buddy.
You don't have, like, this pedigree of beating up on these small teams now where it's like, oh, yeah, he's ready to go this season. And, like, we have Villanova this week, but next week you're home against Oregon. And, like, that's going to be
look at that difference. Oh, my God.
You're wrapping up real quick.
For context, the quarterback that I played with in high school was Villanova's starter at one point. So yeah, that's a pretty big difference from, Oregon's starting quarterback. And that kid ended up transferring out of Villanova to play basketball somewhere else. So there we go.
This week, the Villanova game was so laughable. Like, I had to look at 4 different places to find a line. Like, DraftKings doesn't have a lineup for it yet. I think MGM doesn't have a lineup for it yet. FanDuel opened it up like 6 hours ago at 48.5 points. And again, I would take Villanova with the points.
Yeah, I might take that because you are the biggest Penn State fan that I know. So I will say I don't know anything about Penn State football.
All you need to know is James Franklin's a great recruiter.
Seriously,
he does not have these guys ready to go at the beginning of games or the beginning of the season. So
I think that it serves as a perfect transition from Penn State to Pitt to another great recruiter who has put out something crazy. I think it was like 8 NFL players over the last 3 years when we haven't been that good. Something crazy like that, or like 8, high picks, whatever it is. Pat Narduzzi and the Pitt Panthers continue to beat up on small teams. We beat Duquesne 63-9, and we just beat Directional Michigan. Eli Holstein looked great. 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. I will say I'm a little worried about Holstein, just like health-wise, and kind of similar to Drew Aller. He's a big body, big arm, all these things, can move, but I don't know if when the game gets intense. Although I don't know, last year with the backyard brawl, he pulled that one out. So I have nothing but high hopes for Pitt. If Holstein gets injured, our season's over. But that's pretty fun to be living on. But we have the backyard brawl this week. We are the most favorited I can remember in the last 5 to 7 years from all the public syndications, whatever, which worries me.
Sucks.
Yeah. I don't like positivity. As a Pitt fan, we're supposed to be the team that, is kind of a mid team that beats up on bigger teams occasionally. We beat Clemson a few years ago, have beat a few teams on their route in West Virginia, 13-9. We've beat teams on route to their national championship things, but I don't like being the overdog as it were, the favorite. I don't really like that. But yeah, we'll see. I think it should be a great game. It's always going to be close if it's the backyard brawl, and I would take the West Virginia, whatever they are. I haven't looked. I'm sure they're +6 or something like that. I would take that because I think it's going to be a 3-point game. But I think Pitt pulls it out.
Hell yeah.
God, I hope they pull it out. Fuck West Virginia. So, yeah.
When in doubt, pull it out.
Roads.
Yep. When in doubt, pull it out and fuck those country roads. I agree. Go back home.
I'll try to find you a line real quick before you wrap
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Just as John's looking for a line, I think Desmond Reed
It's at 7 right
is
now.
very okay. So 7. So yeah. I would probably take West Virginia plus 7. I think it's gonna be a very, very close game.
Over under 57.5, the high scoring game.
I like that. I think it's gonna be very high scoring. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna, like last year, come down to the final. And I just hope that the good guys come out on top. But we'll see. If not, half the West Virginia freshmen will be gone by next year anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but they'll drop out at that point. But yeah, I don't know. I think it should be a good weekend for college football and regular football. I don't know if you guys had any other things you wanted to talk about at all.
I have nothing to add to college football since I have no
Temple.
alma mater. Well, I do play as Temple in college football 25.
Temple.
I'm
heard
in
looks good.
year 2038,
There we go.
and I've won like 7 national
There we
championships.
go. So
You got a bright future ahead.
just wait,
So-
Temple. 11 years from now.
William H. Cosby is their coach.
Those young boys.
He's got those young boys playing well.
God, how are your cheerleaders doing with William H. Cosby as the head
Very
coach?
sleepy.
Yeah. All right, I think that is a great point to wrap up.
Well, we do have to do
we
week
jump-
2 picks.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
We're
never
just
mind.
going to run through
It's
it.
not a great,
I'll
great
read
point
them
to
off
wrap
and I'll
up.
give you the line just to know who's favored.
All right.
So tomorrow night's game, Thursday night on Amazon Prime. Washington at Green Bay. Green Bay minus 3.5 is the line right now.
Give me
GB.
Green Bay. Yeah. Give me Green
I'm a
Bay.
GB boy.
I'm gonna go Washington to be contrarian.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, Mom. I don't think the Commander. I think they're good this year. But Micah.
Green Bay looks really good.
Green Bay look. Really
And I
good.
think Micah might have put him over the top.
And Micah playing more than 45%
They might
of the
make the
snaps.
Super Bowl.
That's true.
Yeah. Laramie Tunsil is going to be a turnstile, I would imagine, on Thursday night.
Is he not good anymore?
No, he's good, but it's Micah fucking Parsons. I just, would it maybe not turnstile's exaggerating it, but I think he gives up.
Okay, the way you
Yeah,
said
no,
it,
he's not Jawan Taylor, but I think he will give up a sack or whoever, Jawan Taylor, but whoever the left tackle was for the Lions. But yeah, I don't know. Give me Green Bay. What about you? You said Washington?
Going Washington.
Yeah.
I think.
you love your boy.
Well, yeah, Jaden Daniels. He shines when the lights are brightest. So
True.
see what.
That is true.
True.
See what Cliff Kingsbury's got up their sleeves.
Except for that NFC Championship game, the lights were pretty bright that day.
2 breads on that.
And
Side.
he couldn't see nothing but a loss.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
I'm going to say his defense gave up 55 points, but
Yeah. Anyway,
All right. So we'll hammer through these 1:00 games. Jacksonville in Cincinnati right now. Cincinnati minus 3.5.
shit. I thought the line would be more than that, man. Give me Cincy.
give me Jacksonville.
Oh, I already put you down.
Give me Jacksonville. Yeah, I know. I was thinking Cincy.
I'm
but-
also taking Cincinnati.
Okay, give me Jacksonville. I'm going to be a contrarian here. I think Travis Etienne looked good. Give me Jacksonville.
I think Joe Burrow's got a lot to prove this week at home.
True.
How do we not talk about the Eagles getting Tank Bixby?
That's true. I don't know. Depth chart guy, I feel like.
That
Shipley-
chart guy, he had 700 yards for the Jacksonville Jaguars at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
It's a
like,
combination of Shipley's broken ribs.
Yeah.
Apparently they like.
and they want him as a
they like
returner.
Tigsby.
Yeah.
Tigsby.
Tigsby. Bank
For sure.
Tigsby.
For sure.
Bigsby.
Yeah, for returning purposes.
But yeah, give me Jacksonville as a contrarian. I don't like that. I'm sure that take's going to age like milk, but I'll take it. Give me Jacksonville.
Buttermilk.
Yeah.
The New York Football Giants going into Dallas. Dallas minus 5.5.
Give me Dallas.
Yeah, give me Dallas.
I hate to say it.
It's
I
gonna be
hate
Dallas. Sweet.
Russell Wilson. Oh,
Dak didn't play bad on Thursday.
no. Against our defense, what is he going to do against fucking Jason Pinnock? Went to a great school, but what the fuck is he going to do against that secondary?
A lot of boring games this week. Chicago going to Detroit. Detroit minus 6.5.
Give me Detroit.
Give me Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit all
Yep.
around.
Yeah, that one's easy.
Don't think we need a lot.
Yeah,
of
we don't
explanations
even
on
have
that one. The Rams going to Tennessee. The Rams minus 5.5.
Wow, a lot of boring games.
Give me the Rams.
The Rams, yeah.
LA all around.
Somebody's got to.
Cam Ward.
We got to find out my dog of the week, man.
Prediction: Cam Ward will not look good week 2 against the Rams defensive line.
You remind me to go back because Tennessee might be my dog of the week.
Okay.
All right.
Highlight that shit or something.
New
I don't know.
England.
New England.
Sorry.
New England going to Miami.
Oh my God, New England's going to Miami.
minus 1.5.
Oh
right now.
my God.
What a shit week of games.
Oof. Well, I know who I'm taking. I don't know what you guys think. Give me the fucking Patriots.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
going to
going
stick with the
Pats.
Patriots.
Give me the fucking Patriots.
Miami gave me nothing in week 1.
Miami's
Like,
terrible.
anything.
You're terrible.
San Fran traveling to the Big Easy down in New Orleans.
Oh my
That
God.
also-
San Fran minus 3.5.
Yeah, give me San Fran minus 8, honestly. I think 49ers will.
You know what? I
Regardless of
lied.
health, it's
I
Kyle
lied.
Shanahan.
New Orleans is going to be my dog of the week.
There you go. Back to
Dog of the
back.
week.
Back to back. Back to back dog of the week, New Orleans. Kelly Moe. You're just the biggest Kellen Moore fan ever.
Yeah. I got it. My Kellen Moore's going to have these boys ready.
He'll be coming.
Spencer Rattler's going to not
He'll ball out.
suck.
See, we should change this up where, like, every week, like, you pick a favorite, you pick a dog,
Yeah.
you pick a
Like a
I don't
maybe.
know,
Yeah.
a whatever,
Yeah.
and then a random whatever
Yeah.
the fuck you want.
I like that.
And the dog is worth, like,
Way more
More
than the
points,
than the favorite.
We can workshop that when we're not recording.
That's true. We're gonna have to do some editing on this one.
This is episode 2.
Well, yes.
We're just working things in. And if you made it this far in the podcast, I don't think you really care what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's fair.
We spent over an hour just going through games.
Well, that is the point of the podcast.
Sure.
Buffalo Bills.
It
at
is.
The New York Jets. Buffalo minus 6.5.
Bills.
Give me the Bills.
I don't care where they're playing.
Bills all around, boys.
We're playing in Afghanistan. The Bills will beat the shit out of the Jets.
Seahawks traveling across the country to go to Pittsburgh. Pitt minus 3.5 right now.
You guys can go first.
Pittsburgh against who?
Seahawks.
Seattle. I'll take Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Seattle. They're not my dog of the week, but
I'm also going to take Pittsburgh.
I'm going to take Seattle.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh.
I
but
think,
I think it's going to be a close game.
I think Aaron Rodgers used up all his magic on week 1 beating the Jets.
His aura is gone.
It's nice.
Aaron Rodgers is going to run out with an American flag and tear his ACL again on the second snap.
Nice.
But now, give me Pittsburgh. I don't know.
You're just a pit boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, fuck the Steelers, but yeah, I do like it's a great stadium. A great team plays.
Hey, how's
there.
a great team?
They do.
According to you?
Yeah,
Cleveland
according to one person.
going to
in the world.
Baltimore.
Oof.
Baltimore
Oh my
minus
God.
11.5.
God, sorry.
Are we betting the spread or just win loss?
No, just win.
loss. Okay,
Just
give me
getting
Baltimore.
the spread so you know what
Yeah,
Vegas
because
is
of the,
thinking.
Vegas is
I'm gonna speak
correct.
for all three of us and say Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's not. I mean,
Vegas got this one right.
that's not your dog of the week,
No.
Joey Flacco. Joey Flacco going home
Do
now.
they cover 11? Maybe that's one of the things.
I actually do like the Browns
You're
covering
adding a
11
lot
and
of
a
things
half
to
because
this.
that's
My brain hurts.
that's a long line, 11 and a half. I do like the
It is a long line.
the Browns cover. I said Broncos, but I meant the Browns covering that for sure.
Next game. Denver Broncos traveling to Indianapolis Jones.
I
Denver
like
minus
Indianapolis
1.5.
Jones. Give me Indy. I'm going to ride the hot hand, man.
I'm in. Give me Indy. Bo Nix look like ass.
Give me Denver.
All right.
This one's for John.
All right. This is John's pick
For
of
John
dog.
Farrier / Elway.
Not a dog, but
Oh, shit.
John's favorite of the week.
Carolina going to Arizona. Cardinals minus 6.5.
what the actual fuck are we having? What's happening here?
Well, I'm going with Arizona.
Sounds like a bad game is happening in Arizona.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me Arizona
Yeah.
to my chagrin.
Give me Arizona and give me 3 interceptions combined between the two 5 to
That's
10
low, man.
quarterbacks.
Give me 6
Yeah.
interceptions.
Yeah, actually, yeah, 6 interceptions.
It's just going to be a shit show of fuckery.
between both of the 5'10" quarterbacks that are not Drew Brees.
And then when they both, when they tie, they're just going to go in the
I like
middle.
that, actually,
They're going to go in the
a
middle field
tie.
and just 69 each other in front of everybody in the
Put you
stadium.
down for a tie.
Yeah, I like that. Honestly, I like a tie for the
A
Cardinals.
tie and a 69 time after.
Tie.
69
69.
tie. Yeah.
50
If that doesn't happen, then we end the podcast.
Fuck.
Wow.
See, it's nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, come on, Brayshawn.
Next game of the week, some might say.
Some may.
Super Bowl rematch. Philadelphia Eagles traveling to Kansas City. Right now, the line is Philadelphia minus 1.5.
Ooh, wow.
That's tight.
Vegas
For
hates
how
the
we
Eagles
looked.
right now. Well, that's because Adoree Ass is still on the team.
True, and
if Adoree Ass was not on the team,
we're going to Kansas City, so that is a thing for
why
sure.
are we always going to KC? Why are they never here?
It seems like all their important games are at home. That's always very frustrating, but give me the Eagles. Give me the Eagles.
Give me the Eagles. Yeah. Jalen Hurts knows how to win.
Go Birds.
Carter's back. Go Birds.
Go
Yeah,
Birds. Go Birds.
Go Birds. It's going to be the Jalen ×2 game. Carter and Hurts.
Eagles win by double digits.
I hope so.
You heard it here first.
Lock it in.
Also, fuck Andy Reid. He's doing all this cool shit to get with Kansas City. Didn't do fuck all here.
Andy Reid will have used 2 timeouts through the third quarter.
He already used them, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
He used them tonight.
Use them tonight to get Wingstop.
Sunday night football. The Atlanta Falcons go to face the Minnesota Vikings. Right now, Minnesota -3.
I like that's actually a fun game.
You know what?
I'm gonna watch.
Give
that
me
game.
Atlanta. Michael Penix Jr. looked great.
I'm gonna watch the shit out of that game. One, because I like both of those teams overall, like as risers. Well, Vikings, whatever, but as a riser while losing your starting quarterback. But I'm gonna ride with, or you know what? No, never mind. Fuck it. They already spited me once. Give me the Vikings. Falcons spited me once.
I'm going to go Atlanta, too, because fuck J.J. McCarthy.
And also,
Fair. I agree, but B-Flow, man. I don't know.
MPJ looked like a fucking man, dude.
That's true. He did.
Left-handed fucking Jesus.
So I'll say, Michael Vick's already got that. But I'll say.
Not anymore.
That's true. I'll say, I don't know how Jesus feels about killing dogs, but
I can say he probably does not like it.
Yeah, probably not. I will say I would love to be wrong about this. And I think if I am wrong, then I'm not ever picking against the Falcons again because I picked for them and then pick against them. But not ever again, but you know what I mean. But I would love to be wrong because I think Penix is a guy, and it'd be funny if a guy with the last name Penix is like really good in the NFL. It'd be very funny.
Love that Penix.
Michael Penis.
All right, we have the worst thing the NFL ever decides to do, a doubleheader on Monday night.
Oh.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Houston. Right now, the line is Houston -2.5.
All right, well, I'm going to throw a bet right now.
Who against Houston?
Tampa Bay. I'm taking the Tampa Bay money line as we speak. Give me Tampa Bay, handedly. Vita Vea, my boy Kalijah Kancey went to a great school. That defensive line is going to eat the non-existent Texans O-line in my opinion.
I would agree with that.
I'm also taking Tampa Bay.
It's why I've just picked Tampa Bay because their defense is going to destroy the offense of the Texans.
Last game, and then we can get out of here, boys.
We do have to upload the video also.
The Chargers.
Yes.
The Chargers.
The Chargers
are going
Chargers
somewhere, according to geography, to Vegas.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
To take on
that
Raiders.
Is something.
Chargers -3.5 right now.
Give me the Chargers.
It's the Raiders -3.5. I don't know. I like both of these teams this year, but give me the Chargers. I think Herbert's got his swagger back, so we'll see if it lasts a week too.
Some beer, baby.
Yep.
I'm also taking the Chargers. So there's only none of these games. All right. So the Washington game will decide me.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville will decide you against Cincy.
Yeah.
And my New Orleans game's gonna fuck me.
And your New Orleans game.
Well, the Atlanta game might fuck me, so we'll see.
That's true. You took Atlanta or
I did.
I'm just gonna pick New Orleans.
No, I took Denver, and you guys took Indy.
Indiana Jones. Indianapolis Jones. Indianapolis Jones. I'm gonna have to remember that shit. That's a good one.
I like it.
Good job, man.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I can't credit Trailer Park Boys. Credit to them.
Oh.
Well, on that note, it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's now September 11th.
Yes, it's been
Thank you, first responders.
Yeah.
An hour and 58 minutes of this. Also, thanks if you're still here. If you're still here, why? And you shouldn't be.
Yeah. I will say thanks to our first responders on 9/11. In all seriousness, shout out. But yeah, thank you guys for listening along. Go Birds, go Phils.
I'm excited to see where everyone stopped lining on
Yeah.
the video.
I'm also going to thank our first responders because I can't be the one that didn't.
Yeah, you got it.
And I mean it.
Yes.
Sincerely.
Oh, yeah. No, we are very very supportive of our first responders, and shout out to the troops always.
Hell yeah.
Always.
Hell yeah.
That's why we're here doing this.
That's true.
Because of you guys.
Freedom ain't free. But back on to more lighter football notes. We will see you guys next week, hopefully. Maybe next Wednesday. We'll do our week 3.
I'm assuming Wednesday's going to be
We're
the.
going for 3 hours next week.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
We're going to tighten
keep
it.
climbing.
We're going. See, it's going longer.
By the end of this, it's going to be a year-long
Yeah.
podcast.
We're
and you're gonna
going to
have
tighten
sit
this
along.
shit up. I swear to God.
All right.
We got to
Well,
tighten this shit up.
We will.
I promise you. Sorry.
Maybe.
We're doing it. We're tightening it up. I'm going to have to be a fucking guy. Here's where we're at time-wise. Let's fucking go. Anyway.
Love you. Bye.
Love you
So-
guys. And
Like, subscribe, comment. Don't be mean. I'll kill myself. And
Yeah.
that's it.
you heard the man. Get to it.